Smooth. Smooth. Come on in, man. We got to talk about this roster, Smooth. What happened? And Brandon Aiyuk, the madness is over. It's just a wonderful day. Daniel Serrano, man, I've not seen you in a long time. No tacos today? Come on, man. That's too much. That's overkill punishment. Fam, the smoke has finally cleared. It's amazing. Just around the time the roster's done, Brandon says, "Height!" And, but still T-Will. We're not going anywhere without T-Will. Anyway, Brandon Aiyuk signs 49ers deal. The 2024 chosen 53. 49ers stood their contract extension ground with Brandon Aiyuk, and it resulted in success. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to. I was a proponent of the Big Show. I said, man, he's right. And you know, on these kind of matters, I hate telling Big Show he's right. Big Show. Wrong. Big Show, I watched him come in here, man. Big Show might be on vacation. He's going to Europe. Anyway, what has taken place since August 10th regarding that contract offer and the activity at the end of the standoff is as interesting as it is annoying. The whole thing, you know how they reveal things after this, everything's said and done? Yeah, it's always hilarious. You could almost suspect some of it, but some of you say, what? To the phones we go to discuss the Brandon Aiyuk contract fiasco. Another word, fiasco. There's a few other things you could say that aren't appropriate, but you know. And were there any surprises, disappointments, or anything? Are you happy with the decisions the 49ers made on the roster? You'll find that PIN number and phone number right there at base of the screen set. Hey, get on in there, man. Get on in here and let's talk some 49er football. If you have X.com and we follow each other, there was one thing I enjoyed today was Rudy. Rudy is that dude that doesn't pay any attention to his team. He's so obsessed, and he wants to. He just, the frustration involved in him having to deal with the 49ers in his conference and keeping a foot on his head and team all the time for years and years and years. So every chance he gets, he throws a dig, and he was going nuts with Aiyuk, like said, "Who Aiyuk said was blah 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 blah." Today it gave me great pleasure. Watching Ramelia Sports melt down after all his trash talking. Question. Pure pleasure. It gave me such great joy. Priceless, Rudy. Priceless. I bet you shut the bleep up now, won't you? Brandon Aiyuk finally signed that 4-year, $120 million contract extension, which reportedly includes $76 million in guarantee. Ooh, you know what I forgot to check out? Is St. Brown, who was killing him, getting more money than he was, is that more than St. I think that's more than St. Brown's guarantees. There you go, BA. You could have got that as early as August 10th, too. And fam, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Niners remained firm on the deal that they offered that same offer on August the 10th, which Aiyuk ultimately accepted all the way 20-something days, exactly 20 days. Yeah. Hey, Brandon, come on, man. Next time you negotiate a contract, I bet you'll know better. Don't be silly. And I do wonder, though, if BA really got the Niners' attention when he requested a trade before reporting to training camp and subsequently refused to participate in practices without a new deal. He probably thinks so, yeah. Because, he called a meeting. 49ers just said, here, this is what we're talking about, man. That's it. And that was it. Actually, it was a raise from the earlier deal, though. So 49ers did budge a little bit, though. But that is a ploy used by every player in the NFL that starts this same dreary movie, right? Go in and tell them, trade me. All right. But the drama ends unlike Brother Big Show. Boy, I can't get off Big Show. Big Show. Brother Big Show. I kind of like the way that's. Big Show, I may even call you that for now. Brother Big Show. They agreed to the same deal the Niners offered shortly after negotiations resumed. Much ado about nothing. Wasted everybody's time. He could have been training rather than running around there and talking about, look, I'm holding in. so I don't get fined. Ever since Marshawn Lynch, yeah, I'm just here just so I don't get fined. So be able to suit up for the Week 1 opener on Monday night against the Jets. I don't imagine he's going to play much. You know how it is when you've been hanging out, not getting your football callus built up. Now you're susceptible to soft tissue issues. Soft tissue issues? Okay, don't go there. Now the BA is no longer just pencil in on the receivers depth chart. How will that affect things? The Niners kept 7 wide receivers on its initial 53-man roster. Aiyuk, Debo, Samuel, Jennings, Pearsall, Cowing, Chris Conley, and Ronnie Bell. I can tell you in a minute about Ronnie Bell. Mrs. Bell's baby boy, though, was, as most of us anticipated, that he was going to be a sacrificial lamb, him and his boy Danny Gray, who wasn't even considered for the future. And that project ended the other day as well. Good luck to you, Danny. I know you're on your way to Kansas City. They love Speed City. The Niners don't carry 7 receivers. Ronnie was there as an insurance, as it should be assumed, probably. Bia was either not ready or not signed by the season opener. That was the only way he was going to make that team. Given out training camp and the preseason shook out, he was the odd man out. We had to throw him out in Week 1, didn't we? Yeah, but Bronny's out there fumbling around, dropping the ball, missing timing routes, hit right in his hands. Ooh, he regressed, fam. I don't know what happened to Ronnie B. Last year, I couldn't stop talking about Ronnie B. I said, look at this dude. He had the Ambry second year. Was Ambry good in his first year or second year? He sophomore slump. And he never came out of it. But anyway, Aiyuk, they might keep him, though, until Aiyuk is back at full speed. Because he had a handful of good practices, a couple of drops, punt return hiccup defined his preseason performance. We can't put up with that. We don't have time for that any longer. You're either good or you're not, or you got to go. This is the 49ers. You can go play for the Rams. I said it, Rudy. You don't like it? The one thing to consider, though, is that Ronnie B could be jettisoned to the practice squad due to Pearsall's lingering shoulder injury, maybe. He had hamstring and shoulder issues in camp, and that sawed on him for most of the preseason practice sessions. Everybody kept talking about Ricky being soft and tender. I think Tony down under Ricky, not Pearsall, but Ricky Pettis. We are a mean group of people, aren't we? NFL Network's Mike Garofalo shared how the two sides finally reached a resolution. He revealed that a fully frustrated Aiyuk not only missed practice on Wednesday after Coach Shanahan and GM Lynch publicly stated they expected him to practice. Aiyuk said, "Oh, y'all ain't talking to me." Man, Aiyuk stormed out of the building, and Shanahan and Lynch watched him get in his car and drive out of the parking lot, man. Dude was hot. So, you know, this whole thing, this reaction was due to his unhappiness with the lack of progress in contract talks. Okay, but Brandon, man, you need to, let somebody else do this talking and just stay out of the way. Don't get involved. Man, you should have probably done you got fine, though. But we can only imagine what must have took place when B.A. got home, because according to Garofalo, what do you feel about that? Garofalo and B.A. calmed down, and they came back together the day later. The Niners, Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, telling Brandon Aiyuk, take your time, think about it. I'm surprised that didn't piss him off even more. But you've got a couple of options. Trade to Pittsburgh, or do you want to stay here in San Francisco and put the finishing touches on this $30 million per year deal? Now, Brandon Aiyuk's mom apparently didn't raise no fool. I'm going to tell you, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, Brandon was calling a bluff the whole time. The boy was playing poker. And all of a sudden, the 49ers came off that 20, when it started at 24, maybe this was always, remember when I said the 49ers should have never came up there with their top offer. Go low and see if you can get it, and if you have to go high, you got to go high. But go low and then move up. You know, they did. They always plan on paying them 30 if you huffed and puffed too much. Don't you think so? $30 million per year, unquote. You know what followed, though? Our dude is back, having suddenly regained his sanity. Proposed trade to the Steelers would have reportedly sent second and third round draft picks to 49ers. But we know the Niners were more interested in keeping their top receiver from last season. 49ers never wanted to trade. They made that clear. Even though a lot of us said, no, the 49ers, and even Brandon, they don't want me no more. They do. They just don't want you. You can't have all the money. We got to pay somebody else. God. Aiyuk's choice to stay lands him a contract that includes $76 million, as I mentioned, in guaranteed money. Granting his wish by making him one of the highest paid receivers in the NFL. Only 5 receivers get paid more than Brandon Aiyuk at this point. So he can stop whining and crying about that petty $1 or $2 million damn dollars. I was so worried about CeeDee Lamb's deal. I said, oh, here we go. Brandon's going to come running back in the office. Dallas Cowboys ain't got much money as we got. I know that for a fact. And y'all go CeeDee Lamb's over there getting paid as much as Jefferson, $1 million less than Jefferson. I can't get no money. So he finally stopped crying about that. And one last thing was going to fail. Here's the thing. 49ers were plotting the whole time, too. There was 2 subplots going on. They were making one story, right? The Niners and the Steelers deal, had BA not accepted, it was going to be a disaster. And the 49ers knew it, too, because they need a player now. We don't need no draft picks. What the hell are we going to do with draft picks? We need a body out there. We need somebody who can perform. The Denver Broncos may be the reason why BA is still with the Niners. Because my Niners went in and changed that whole thing right there and said, BA, call him up on the phone and tell him, BA, look here, man. You're on your way to Pittsburgh. Coach, I was just playing. What's up, man? Well, yeah, I guess you played that out. That would have been funny. But it wouldn't have been funny, though, because I like BA and I want him on this team. We need him. So BA is still with the Niners. The trade was in place between the Niners and Steelers to send Aiyuk to Pittsburgh. That trade never materialized. The Athletics' Diana Rossini reported the Broncos are the reason why. Rossini on Thursday reported the Niners were going to acquire a 3rd-round pick from the Steelers, and then they flip a 3rd-round selection to the Denver Broncos in exchange for Cortland Sutton. Denver said, hell no. See, that would have been bad. Brandon goes to Pittsburgh. You thought you were going to get a pick, and the Broncos would bite and give you Cortland Sutton. Ooh. Oh. Then all we can talk about, Ricky. God. That makes the Niners Steelers trade talk make a bit more sense. So Niners were in the hunt for an asset to help them in this season, not next year, not a draft picks. That's going to help anything. Steelers roster has no realistic options. They do, but what are they going to do? They're going to give you Pickens? No. Is he Pickens or Pickens? The wide receiver. They weren't going to give you him. And puts it back at square one. They want to add to that, not take away or make themselves go, not jumping on a parallel deal. No. So Niners instead tried to get creative since the Steelers were allegedly one of the only teams the BA said he'd go to, which he was always joking anyway. I still believe he was running a dangerous bluff, though, who the whole time. There was all kinds of money out there, BA, man. You could have went to New England, and we could have got back picks, and my boy back, too. I was the only guy that ever defended him, though. That would have been nice. But put a chapter of madness for other players out there is what he did of what not to do during negotiations. Well, some of these divas around the league, they got to stop doing that. Every owner in the league is already ready for it. There's a blueprint now on how to deal with that. Just put your foot down. Your feelings on that mess, too, fam, real quick. Listen, real quick. Niners fighting roster cuts. 53 left standing for the 2024 season. Keep in mind, they're probably not through yet. Some of the Brandon Aiyuk's contract negotiations, each team's week 1 roster situation remains fluid. First injured reserves list and practice squads across the NFL are being filled with newly available players, are being signed and re-signed after an abbreviated 1-day absence from team facilities. The Niners' initial roster raised some eyebrows among plenty of people, members of the media, analysts, and amongst us, the Niner Empire. You can't keep everybody. You just can't. All right? Some potential talents were lost to the willing teams, and one of the Niners' position groups is a cause for a face pump. Let me run down this really quick. Get you on the phone. Quarterbacks, of course, Brock Purdy, Joshua Dobbs, Brandon Allen. Was there any question about who that was going to happen? Mordecai got waived. He got put back in. The only question now is between Dobbs and Allen, who's been man number 2. Most likely, it's probably going to be that neck and neck thing. Do you think there's a neck and neck going on between Allen and Dobbs? Dobbs won that. I mean, I like that. And you got to, it's a good idea to keep a trained quarterback around for Kyle Shanahan's offense anyway, because a new guy's going to come and he can't run it. That's already been proven. Running backs, CMC Kyle, Juszczyk, Jordan Mason, Isaac Ogwendo, Patrick Taylor Jr., and no, Jordan Mason, though. That was a clear winner of the competition for running back 2 behind the NFL OPOY. CMC. Elijah Mitchell was in promptly. Put on the IR. He's done for the season. I didn't see that coming, though. You know? Taylor was a surprise pick for a lot of people over the rest of the team's potential running backs, including Cody Schrader. Eric Cody's gone, man. The Rams picked him up immediately. I know that's going to come back to haunt us. Damn it. He could have went anywhere but the Rams. Because I know he's the kind of guy that I got a feeling he may have looked okay in the beginning, but he's going to excel like he did through high school, like he did through college, and now he's at the top level. I just don't want the Rams to have anything. But Taylor's proficiency has both receiver and blocker in the passing game, likely gave him a leg up on this competition, so they had to go with Taylor. Isaac Gorindo is a roster lock from the start anyway, and should see the ball on offense and as a kick returner, provided he can remain healthy, because what we saw in that preseason game was no joke. Isaac G! Boy can play some football if we can just keep him healthy somehow. Receivers, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Aiyuk, Jennings, Conley, Pearsall, Cowing, and then there's that man Bell. I talked to you about that a moment ago, so I'll do that again. Also, Robbie Chosen, who was not. That was uncalled for. I thought he might make it, though. Trent Taylor will be added to the practice squad anyway as a replacement in case Jacob Cowing is warranted. I mean, if Jacob gets into any situation or he's hurt or anything like that, so Trent Taylor will be standing back there waiting. Now, here's the one, fam. I know you probably already saw this, but I says I can't figure it out. Tight ends, George Kittle and Jake Tongas? Really? How you going to run an offense with only 2 tight ends? And fam, here's the thing that made everybody say, what? The tight end duo last year's draft, Cameron Latou, Braden Willis, they said goodnight. Logan Thomas. Logan got released twice in this same month. See, these guys, I wonder if they leave, go to other teams. Oh, man, I can't wait to play the 49ers. Eric Saubert, who can return to the team once the 49ers placed him on injured player like interior O-lineman John Feliciano on injured reserve. Douglas is the preferred receiving option behind George Kittle. I thought it was Saubert. While Saubert is expected to play the Charlie Warner role, in line, a run blocker who also runs a lot of routes but never sees any targets. One of those guys. That's what he did to Charlie Warner. Charlie ran routes, but we're not throwing the ball. Offensive line, 8 guys. Aaron Banks, Jake Brindle, Spencer Burford. Colton McKivitz is still going to be on the right side. Oh, I know. Jalen Moore on the left side. You know what, fam? I'm going to stop. Jalen Moore is learning a lot. He's getting a lot of reps. A lot of times, a good player, if Jalen Moore possibly is, he's not going to be Trent Williams. But the thing is, if he gets enough work in, he could be serviceable. I know, right? Wishful thinking. Oh, God, Dominic Pune. You can't put Dominic Pune anywhere in the line, though. Kyle Shanahan's made that look, man, he's not. I'm not putting him everywhere. He can play. We're going to keep him a guard for now. Nick Zakel, John Feliciano. See, Jake Brindle's a problem, fam. His low snaps, he gets beat up. I hope Zakel's as good as they think he is. Because if he can come in and take Jake out, that's fine. There's a good and bad here. The San Francisco 49ers have the best backup offensive line in the NFL. Problem is, that's the starters. They aren't the backups. Good if your offensive line is comprised of replacement level talent. Losing a starter to injury is not that big of a deal now because the person behind him is as good as he is, right? Well, all of it could even result in net positive for the team. The bad thing is the 49ers front office expects the addition of a 36-year-old Trent Williams who's sitting back at home, probably overeating, getting soft and flabby. Nah, he's a professional. I'm sure he's working out, but it's still not going out there like playing, right? But they're looking for him to come in and just change that offensive line. This has got to be last year the 49ers are going to jump or fool around and just ignore that offensive line. They've got to do better. And because we can't kid ourselves. The 49ers have the worst offensive line in the league, and that still may be the case even after TW comes back, man. The Niners cut or released every offensive tackle on the roster. What the hell was that about? Aside from the 2 tackles required for week 1. Now, what if they get hurt? The FO even waived promising rookie Jarrett Kingston after his performance, and we were all saying, that guy looks pretty good. 49ers are running the risk of re-signing the practice squad, expecting him to pass through waivers unnoticed. Fam, Kingston didn't even make it past the first team on the waiver wire. See, he was that good. If you thought he was good, he was. Everybody's seen it. 49ers, put him on the waiver wire. We'll pick him up Monday morning. Or whenever we can get back at him. At least we know there will be some movement within this group, though, before week 1. They have to, fam. They haven't got any choice. The team is going to need to do something that is bound to make an improvement over what they have done so far. Defensive line, Nick Bosa, 9 guys. Javon Hargrave, Kevin Givens, Leonard Floyd, Malik Collins, Jordan Elliott, Uter, who's got to heal up. He's got a knee thing going on. Robert Beal Jr., Sam Okwanu, he got waived. So we'll see what happens there. I guess he may have already been, okay. 4 defensive linemen, Floyd, Collins, Elliott, Gross-Matos were roster locks day 1. Bill wasn't fantastic, but Drake Jackson. Okay, you know, Okwanu is the biggest surprise player. He was the guy that came up, next man up after Floyd went down last week, remember? But Drake Jackson, man, Kalia Davis really bothers me. He was going to make a difference this year, fam. He's quick, he's big, he's got that low center of gravity. The dude is wide and he can move fast. IR, designated return. It's unclear that, God, I really wanted him. Linebackers, Fred Warner, of course, Devondre Campbell Sr., Curtis Robinson, Demetrius Flanagan, Foles, D. Winters, Tatum Bethune made the team. Remember, hey, Tatum Bethune was an underdog. We were all rooting for him. And I said, don't tell me Curtis Robinson's he is not getting cut. He didn't. So Devondre will hold things down until Dre gets back. And Demetrius Flanagan, Foles is probably more of a special teams player. He's actually designated as the team's 3rd Sam linebacker, though. So, but the remaining linebackers flashed during the preseason, but none of them have extensive experience at the professional level. So water them, a little fertilizer on that. Let them grow. Neither Curtis Robinson, D. Winters, nor Tatum Bethune has started an NFL game. But the potential is clear. Yeah, let's. Jalen Graham was the only odd man out of the group, and only a few hours later, the commander said, we'll take him. We got it. Yeah. Cornerbacks, DBs, 6, Tavares Ward, Isaac Yadam, Renardo Green, Darrell Luter Jr., Henry Thomas is on the IR, Diamador, Lenoir. Expect Ward, Tavares, that is, to start across from Demo against balanced 2 wide receiver sets. Demo will likely move inside on both passing downs and against 11 personnel, with Yadam likely replacing the Niners DB as the team's 2nd perimeter corner. Hey, Charles, man, get in there, man. I told you about Demo. It ain't Charles, don't duck me, man. I've been waiting for you to come back in here. Demo's being looked at as a star. I know. Man, I tell you, I love this stuff, man. We lost Samuel Womack. Yeah. Samuel, the Colts picked him up right away. Rock Ya-Sin was released rather than waived. Safeties, Talanoa Hufanga. Jair Brown. I don't even need the 49ers to tell me that. George Odom. Malik Mustafa was got a child of great expectations there. He's got a high ceiling. As soon as the news broke yesterday, Talanoa Hufanga was activated from the active, physically unable to perform list. The Niners safety group was locked in. That's a good group, man. Our secondary is the best looking we've had in God knows how long. I mean, If Hufanga can't suit up, Odom is good. And better than did you know Odom was that good? In preseason, he really did look good. But he's a special teams ace as well. So, yeah. Veteran safety Tracy Walker, second called up for the 49ers practice squad as a team sports safety if he's needed specialist. Mitch Wisnowski, Jake Moody, Tabor Pepper, of course. Some people were becoming Presley Harvin the third fans. Presley did a great job. He'll find a job. But the 49ers just didn't want to change that trio from last year, saying that if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So he's going to have to move on. The biggest question mark, though, now with this new format and the kick, Jake Moody. See, Jake, man, Jake, you're going to be a whipping boy for a couple of years, man. You make a mistake, man, we're going to be all over you. I mean, field goals that you suddenly missed and we just can't believe you missed it. He's got to kick the ball between the uprights this year or it's going to be trouble for him from everybody. But you know what? Jake said, none of the coaching staff's giving you any trouble. Yeah, hey, you know what? You know that you need an accurate kicker who could hit as hard as he kicks. It's like a cheat code in NFL's new hybrid football kickoff. So Jake's going to have to work on that. And you know how he is when he doesn't know how to do things. Jake, I hope you're working on that right now. I don't care if it's dark outside. The Niners practice squad, though, Isaac Alarcon, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Evan Anderson, good. Alex Barrett, of course. Alex Barrett is perennial practice squad. Alex probably already knew. Also, Jonathan Garber's on the defensive line. Sebastian Gutierrez. You know, Gutierrez he's actually improved as a football player ever since we've had him. You see him pick up that ball and that rugby scramble we had the other day. That was Big G out there, man. That's Gutierrez running with the ball. I don't know how they tackled him. If he had bent over and he pumped his knees, he'd have killed somebody. He could have went right in the end zone. Quarterback Chase Lucas, safety Jalen Mahoney, wide receiver Tay Marno! Tay is going to be coming back. And, of course, T.Y. McGill, Tanner Mordecai, the quarterback, Drake Nugent. Good. The center. Tight end Mason Pline will be back. Trent Taylor's on that squad. Tracy Walker. And tight end Braden Willis will get a chance to come back in and give it another shot. Fam, give me some. What are you thinking? Are we in trouble? We looking good? You know what? 5 NFL experts already picked the 49ers to get back to the Super Bowl, not only to get to the Super Bowl, but to win it. I know I love to tell myself these things just to make me feel better. And as soon as we walk into the Super Bowl, who's waiting on the side? The Kansas City damn Chiefs. I just know it. Oh, man. Hey, good to hear from you again. Hey, get in there, man. Come on in, E. Let's go. I know they're out there rocking too. Papa Dragon. And I couldn't find it for Bam Boom too. They got a band going on.
Ronbo!
Yo!
Ronbo Sport.
Pop.
What's up, man?
So, Pop, all that speculation we've been going over for the last few weeks and everything, you know how you said and you haven't heard anything from your connections as far as what's going on in the camp. They were all true. And all of a sudden, did you hear from your people about this sudden Brandon Aiyuk going to sign finally? Or did that just happen as it appears to be on just a sudden thing?
Shout out to Niner Brian. But I stick with my original receipt. If you check my receipt said 4 years, $120 million, the haggling over guaranteed money. That's what I said.
And you were absolutely right.
Go check it.
It's not over yet. They're still haggling. Well, they're through haggling. But after 3 years, Brandon's going to be back. But he's got to perform. Pop, I don't doubt you for a minute. You've always got these kind of insights.
Well, it's not even like it's an insight or have insiders. I know friends in the business and people in the business talk. especially when they start getting liquored up. You know, now,
Isn't alcohol an
I
amazing
haven't heard
thing?
anything. Yeah, it is. Alcohol's amazing, true term. So the reality is that really everything's in the guaranteed money. That's where the money's at. So no matter what the deal is, you have to look at it like a 3-year deal for $77 million. That's how you have to look at it.
Yeah.
Right? So that breaks down to about 25.3 million a year, 24.5, something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that.
25 for the cap hit. You got to get it down where
years.
make it easy. And the 49ers plan on having about $46 million is going to be given to him within the next 30 days or so.
Right. I can also tell you that the deal's been on the table since August of fall. The deal that just got signed is the deal. That's what just got signed. But whatever people are trying to say is not accurate. In fact, Aiyuk's big mouth agent came out and was like, "Oh, that's not accurate."
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
You know what? But we can still cash the check. Well, he's right, because there's final details about it, and it's all about guaranteed money. And there's two parts of the guaranteed money. There is the fully guaranteed, okay, and then there is the overall guarantee. Right. And they were haggling over that overall month, which is that $77 million. Which again, I said it was going to be somewhere between 70 and like 75 million. Now, I was wrong there, but basically what we were discussing that it was going to be around $70 million. It's going to be pretty close to what St. Brown got that he was going to get. So we figured that was going to be the case. Plus, there's dead years in it. They'll stick the years. Like, you'll be surprised at how low the cap hit is going to be for like the next 2 or 3 years. It's going to be, the cap hit's going to be very, very low, but what you'll see is probably very, very big workout bonuses and things like that. That'll be absolutely huge. That's part of that guarantee. So yeah, he'll get his buddy camp next year. So.
I mean, the guy knows how to keep things affordable, how to keep a team where you can continue to nourish it with new players, and also the quarterback situation. Pop, I'm not even afraid of that anymore. The 49ers know what they're doing. You know?
They do, but they don't.
Well, they do, but I'm just saying they make sure to not get themselves in cap hell. I like that about them.
Well, look at it like this. Let's say someone comes to your house and say, you have a holy roof. It's going to cost X amount of money. Mm-hmm. Well, you pay it. You look at them and say, that's too much money. You're going to take this instead. They're going to walk away and say no. Mm-hmm. And then your holy roof gets worse. It gets worse. It gets more expensive. Then no matter what happens, then you have to pay for it.
Yep.
Now it's cost you even more money because more damage has been done.
Yeah, so and I'm going to take the first offer too. It's the least of the ones that are coming up, because if I come in there and I'm a contractor and I see that you're standing in a pool of water, listen, I can take care of that for you. Right. Now listen, here's the cost, and it's fair. You know, now see, you got it.
I'm just saying. It's like if when you put something off like that, it just gets worse and costs more money.
Yeah.
So if you look at the realities of it, I think overall, if you look at the deal, agents. And this is what the agent said. They love the 49ers because the 49ers overspend. And the reason why they overspend is that they should be trying to get to these guys locked up a year before, not the year after, right?
It's always a hard way.
The person, the person who's really going to be suffering for this, and if you call it suffering for a multi-billionaire suffering, but that's going to be Jed York. He has to write the check. But the reality is, had they went to Aiyuk, at year 3 and say, hey, we want to extend you, we want to make you the highest paid receiver in the league, what would that be today? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So they have like a different approach to certain players.
It goes up every year, Pop. That's what I'm saying.
High.
Why wait for that?
It does go up every year. Yeah. But what would he be making? What would he be making if they extended him this time last year? That's what I'm trying to say. They waited too long on Debo.
Yeah, about 6
They
mil.
waited too long on Bosa.
Yeah.
They waited too long on Fred Warner. If you already know you're going to keep these guys, go get them early. Now, they went and got Greenlaw early, right? So they went and signed him early. Yeah. Right. So it does create a really funky look to things. But at the end of the day, let's say you just make football and everything's everything. You're going to be happy to have Aiyuk back. I'm
delighted.
The team, because that's going to make you more. It's going to make you more potent moving forward to try to win this whole thing. But the we don't know where the other shoe is going to drop yet because we don't know who it's going to cost you. Is it going to cost you Demo next year? Is it going to cost you Ward next year? Is it going to cost you Banks next year? You don't know who it's going to cost you.
We're about to hit that road,
we signed
too.
Hargrave, right, but we signed Hargrave, right? So when we signed Hargrave, we let 3 guys go. And our defense didn't get better; it got worse.
Yes,
right. So you got to ask. Yeah,
it's backfired.
You got to ask yourself: take $30 million, sign 3 players, sign 3 good players, right? Or take $20 million and sign basically overhyped pass rusher.
Yeah,
and that's what we did last year.
And he plays in the middle.
So.
Yeah. Pop,
right.
This kind of subject, it's easy to go overboard, so we're going to stop. But I ain't going to wait. I'll be back Sunday. I'll be back next week. It's football season, and we ain't going to be taking a whole lot of work. And people saying, Ronbo, you got to take care of that. You didn't want to take care of it in October, November, December. If you don't do it now, okay, all right. Okay, so.
We'll get after it. So next, right now, we got to get Williams back in the fold. And guess what? Williams is not going to be cheap, and they have no choice. They put themselves in it. I'll put it to this way. I'm going to say this out. If Pearsall came into camp and was just tearing people up and was just dominating people, Aiyuk would have been gone.
I know.
So everything fell just right for Aiyuk to get what he wanted.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then last but not least, if they had drafted a tackle in the first round and he's out there playing well, I don't think Williams would be holding out.
Maybe not.
So a lot of this stuff is self-inflicted.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, self-inflicted.
You know, you get somebody that reminds you of Pooney at tackle. He'll be back.
They've passed over some good players, man, and then they've been doing it for years. And it's about to catch up to them starting next year. It's going to start catching up to them. So we'll see.
I want the Super Bowl first, and then the next year, let take care of itself. Pop, always a pleasure. Give my best to Bam and Boom. Y'all keep working. I can't wait to release that first track. All right, we'll talk later.
Oh, we're working on it, man. All right, man. We'll talk later. Shout out to the Niner crew, the faithful, and production. Please like and subscribe to Ronbo Sports.
Thanks, Pop. Night, fam. Let's go over here and check out Brian. Hey, Brian.
49ers red and gold. Still rocking the Niners because I'm dead and cold. Screaming the name all the way down in the Mid-South because the law says, know your role and shut your mouth.
Brian, tell you right now, man. Okay, so we went through the entire hot summer as we predicted it was going to happen anyway. It's over now, and it could have been avoided easily. And do you wonder if Shanahan's learned anything and Lynch has learned anything? And will the players on our team, will they have learned anything? Can we expect a rerun this time next year from the quarterback Brock Purdy? I can't imagine it though. You could tell divas from the other guys. You know, God. As long as we ain't signing a wide receiver, I guess that's all right. But everybody else, yeah. But your feelings on the signing, are you happy about that? And also, anything you might have saw in the 53 that you didn't really like or you love or what? Go ahead.
Well, first, after the final conclusion of as the Aiyuk turns, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they got it done, that the saga is over, and now they can go on the business of dominating the NFC and finally knocking down that Super Bowl door that we've been trying to do for the last 4 or 5 years.
So ridiculous.
However, I am concerned about our first round pick. Gasol, the receiver from Florida.
Yeah.
What is his status right now? What is his status?
Oh, you know, we're going to come up with a new status for Ricky. Ricky's status now is maybe. Maybe he'll be all right. Because Ricky hasn't had an NFL shot yet. I'm worried about that because if he's that fragile, he may want to still play, but he's going to be like George Kittle, running around there with a straight jacket, all taped up and pasted and nailed things together. I worry about that with him. So we'll see. But he can play now. He's ready for Monday night. Now, this hour. That could change between now and next Monday.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that. Yeah, but I'm glad Brandon Aiyuk now he better put on a show. Doggone it, he better clown.
Yeah, he's
come Monday night. Now, if we can get the bodyguard situation straight, Trent Williams, we get him straight. I think they will.
You think so? I like to look. I like to
not as quick as they got CMC's money.
I know,
but
right?
They'll get it done.
But CMC's money wasn't nowhere as big as his either, though. So
yeah,
but we'll find out.
I mean,
we gotta have.
You gotta get something. You gotta pay him. You gotta pay him. He's at the. He's the epitome of offensive lineman.
We don't move.
He's at the top of his game. Right. Can still perform. Can still.
And he keeps everybody else sharp on that offensive line. If you need some help, see Trent.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Ronbo, I am concerned about these injuries. Leonard Floyd and who's the other guy? The other.
Gross Matos?
Gross Matos, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a while. So there's a void there. I'm not sure how they're going to go about filling it. We got some other bodies that could take his place.
Yeah.
But Gross Matos can play inside or outside, and he's a good edge setter, which is really do we have that now?
Yeah, push come to shove, that's their thing, go out and get D linemen, So
yeah, like Chris Kasurik,
push come to shove, they'll just get somebody else, drop somebody, cut somebody, or send them down to the practice squad, whatever. Yeah.
Kasurik is a good coach.
Play musical chairs with the roster.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. Because remember, the secondary is a little better than it has been. That could make a degree of difference in that attack up front because that quarterback, he can't find anybody or a clear lane to throw in just a little too long. They'll get him.
I can't wait to see what Mustafa's going to do.
Oh, man, everybody can.
If it's anything like he's been showing, man, watch out. I don't know.
He talked to Ronnie Lott. You heard about that, right?
What about it?
Ronnie Lott was somewhere. They were at the same place at the same time. And Mustafa just couldn't wait to get over there and talk to him. Ronnie must have been just totally delighted. But, he talked to him, picked his brain.
Yeah. Other than Dion, I'd say Ronnie Lott is the godfather of defensive backs.
Yeah.
I mean, the only defensive back I know who made all pro at all four positions, corner, both corners, and both safeties.
The legendary DB. There's just nobody like him.
The legendary DB.
It's that passion, that fire, that it grows within some guys. And Ronnie had it. I'm gonna cut off a finger because it's in the way of me playing. What? Oh, really?
That's legendary.
That's serious. Oh, that is real intense.
I mean, that is crazy.
So Mustafa takes a page from his book.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like when he went to safety, he got better.
Lot. Yeah, because now what they did, you didn't realize it was that kind of a ball hawk until he moved to that position.
And he'll target you too. He'll hit you, and he became a hitter. I mean, he was. I look at his old videos, man. It's like he's just running through people. But it ain't nothing like when he hit. Remember when they was in the Super Bowl against the Bengals, and he met Ickey Woods in the hole. He met Ickey Woods in the alley.
That name.
knocked him backwards.
Did he?
I remember he hit him, and he hit the other running back, little other running back they had. Always. Oh my God.
What's that booth announcer? I get a feeling the Collingsworth. Did Ronnie ever hit Chris Collingsworth? Because Collingsworth, every time we play on Sunday night, he gets a little yucky about what's going on. With the 49ers said, well, he doesn't like to acknowledge it all the time. Or he'll push it off as not a big deal, or the refs probably should have seen that and that type of thing. I said, Chris, don't be bitter. You know how many years ago that was?
I think Chris might have gotten his Chris might have gotten his way, and Ronnie probably cussed him out or something. Ain't no telling. So,
but you mentioned hitting though. Ronnie Lott was voted number 2 as the biggest hitter of all time, and you know who's number 1?
Yeah,
who's number 1?
Who's number? Jack Tatum.
Nah,
Was it Tatum?
Butkus. Can you imagine being second only to Butkus? Because you know how Dick Butkus was. Butkus took every snap, every ball carrier. He took it personally.
Yeah.
You could have run through here with me standing here? I don't think so.
I saw that poll. I think I remember me seeing that poll. I said, "Yeah, man."
They put it out a couple of years ago. I posted it up all over the place.
Yeah.
I loved it. Damn, Ronnie.
You guys are forgetting about Atwater.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a lot of guys. Jake Scott over in Miami too. Tatum, Scott, Lott. You got Butkus. There's a lot of guys throughout football. Man, they couldn't play in today's game. They get flagged and thrown out for.
Oh yeah.
Football has gotten softer.
Oh man, definitely. Oh man, Ronbo, what's going on? What is going on with our kick returner?
Which one?
I heard he's on the. I heard he's going to be on the shelf for a minute.
Gurindo. And Gurindo's going to be this.
Gurindo.
He's a good football player. If we can find a way to keep him healthy, we're going to have good field position a lot on the kickoffs.
Oh, so Lord. I said, man.
He's healing up now. Now he's got a groin issue. So I don't know what we're going to do. So Debo's going to end up taking that job. If he
this
can.
Man come in with a mass. He come in with a mass unit record. I'm like, good Lord. They were showing, they were showing like his college, during his college career, and one year he missed 6 games, and then another year he missed 9 games, and it's like, oh my God, that's the stuff they don't tell you about. I'm like, come on, Kyle, y'all got to do your homework.
I'd send him to a specialist or something. Hey, listen, Doc, you do something for this. What I want you to do is we're going to get a trainer for him. Try to keep his flexibility is not what it should be, probably, like a lot of guys built like him. We just got to find a way to keep him on the field. He's important to our cause this year.
Yeah.
But, fam, we got to go. I tell you what, I'm going to be looking at you Sunday, Brian, and bring the law. Let's start some more 49 football.
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful. And as always, shout out to production. The law is finally out.
Thanks, Brian. Always a pleasure. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo. See you Sunday.
Looking forward. Night, fam.
All right.
And Longbeard. Ooh la la. I hope to be singing a lot this year. Ooh la la, yeah. Oh, the family, wait. Oh, he got 1 minute to beat. Oh, those moments are on their way. Football season's back, fam. Oh, double A. Come on in, double A. Double A, you gotta get another A and put on your name.
Ronbo?
You gotta add another A to your name, so we call you Triple A. Road service. Great insurance.
Gotcha.
Hey, Double A, man. Come on, man. Brandon Aiyuk, you knew he was going to sign the whole time. Huh? You know what? You should have said something about that earlier. Big Show, no. Call him Brother Big Show is wrong. So, I'm loving this, man. And everybody should have told him. I wasn't all that confident. Big Show got the sucker Ronbo to go along with it. I was worried. He's here. Aaron, we got him. Aaron, speak on that. Anything about the 53 that you have a problem with, or rather really like?
Yeah. First of all, when the news came out about BA's has agreed on his new contract, um,
And where were you?
I saw he got well. Yeah. So actually, I was at home, you know,
Chilling.
fixing me some, a sandwich, and
I thought you were
I
going to give me
got
some
a.
really culinary expertise in something. Come on, Aaron. Anybody can make a sandwich. But go ahead.
I'm, but yeah, I was fixing a sandwich and I got this notification, from the NFL, app, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And I saw this, post
Breaking
say
news. Yeah.
the 49ers and the 49ers and BA has agreed on a new contract. And I said to myself, he got $30 million average per year, and he has more guaranteed money than Ross St. Brown.
That he was whining about.
So,
I never heard him say, but that's what he said his problem was. I got to get paid more than St. Brown. He did. Now I can stop. They're so childish when it comes to this.
And plus, he got a signing bonus of $47 million.
Yep.
Which was, I think, front loaded.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get that right away. And now they can reduce the cap is like not that bad. It's not 30 mil.
So yeah, I'm so happy this is over with, and now we gotta get Trent Williams back.
Next week, Niners, come on now. We cannot play the Jets without Trent Williams. I'm telling you right now, we're not beating the Jets without Williams. Hell, we're going to have a problem beating them with Williams. I do not want to go 0-1 to start the season. See, about this year, with all this BS that we've had to go through all summer long, if we don't start the season off 6-0, I'm not going to be happy. And that's not asking too much for 49er fans right now, because that team has no business getting their butt handed to them every week. But that offensive line is going to get somebody killed. I'm really worried about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that too. But hopefully they'll get Trent Williams back sooner than later. Maybe tomorrow, who knows?
Yeah, could be. Because they usually strike suddenly like that. So and Williams may feel some way about Brandon signing. He might say, I'm ready to go. Because he's probably ready to go. You play ball like he's been playing for as long as he has been. You don't want to sit out any longer than necessary. He feels like playing. All those guys want to play, but they have to stay back until they get what they're trying to get.
Yeah, hopefully, well, so about the 53-man roster, I think they said, who's number 49? Is it Garendo?
Oh, yeah. Guarindo is 49, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Honey,
I think
cool
they say
to have that number.
I think, I heard that he suffered a minor hamstring injury, so they say he should be back at practice next week. So
that'd be good.
We'll
would
see.
be good. Okay, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with the treatments they got nowadays and the equipment they can use to actually make your ability, accelerates your ability to heal. He might be okay. Leg injuries are really, a hamstring or a calf. Christian McCaffrey's coming back from a calf injury or strain. they're really a problem. You can't play with your legs hurting. Can't do it. So we'll find out.
Yeah, because, I'm pretty sure CMC leg will be fresh because,
Oh, yeah, he hasn't been doing anything.
yeah. And now
Well, he's
you
running
got
sprints every day. Well, he knows how to do it.
Jordan Mason.
Hey, you bring that name up. I can't wait to see Jordan Mason. He's going to get a lot of snaps against the Jets. And the Jets are preparing for CMC. And wait till that added weight comes running through there like that. I wonder who they're. I can't wait till Monday night. Ron G, I'm just saying, man, I gotta respect that Jets defensive line. It's touted to be better than ours. Oh man.
I think they have. I think the Jets has three or four good pass rushers.
Well, we're going to run the ball a lot. And also, we're not going to have Brock back there standing there holding the ball. You make that run game work, I believe, between CMC and Jordan. I believe they can soften it up enough so Brock can get into play action and get rid of that ball.
Or you know what? Maybe they'll have the other tight end, Sauber, as a blocking tight end because they say he's a good blocking tight end.
He's not bad. And in Tonga's, Kyle's got it all figured out. Believe, believe in Kyle Shanahan, a football savant, the guru. He could get it done. He'd better.
But yeah. By the way, give me a hell yeah if you think give me a hell yeah if you think Aaron Rodgers will throw for 2 interceptions on Monday night.
With our secondary? Oh, hell yeah. He's been out of the league for how many years? Oh, hell. Oh, let me do it. Stone Austin said, oh, hell yeah. I agree. Yeah.
You know what, Ronbo? From now on, call me, instead of double A, call me triple A.
I like that idea.
I kind of like that.
we got to call it a day, though, for now on. I'm going to see you Sunday, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
Fam, always a pleasure, double A. Triple A, always a pleasure. All right, fam. Have a great night.
You too, Sam.
Thanks, Triple A. See you on Twitch. I can't call it X. It's just too strange. Eric, I got bad news. Eric, man.
Oh my goodness! I tell you, if I happy about Velasco, not a chance. How in the world could they blow that chance, my God?
Well, I think they waived him, and the Rams did a Pete Carroll on us. Carroll used to sit and watch our waiver wire, and as soon as we got rid of anybody, he went over that thoroughly, and I didn't know the Rams needed another running back. I thought they had two. Of course, you could never have too many running backs, but you got to sign. They signed. Wait a minute. I think they put Cody on the practice squad. I didn't even know that was legal. Oh, right now it is. I think. If you release a player, he can go to the other team's practice squad. Because they just signed Cody to their practice squad. Wait a minute, I got to be wrong on that. No, the waiver wire means what it means. They didn't pick him off your practice squad. They picked him off the waiver wire. There is a difference.
Oof. So yeah, but I am happy for you all that BA got re-signed.
Yeah, I'm happy about that too. As much as you know how you do. You get mad at a player on your team. I don't care who he is, right? Well, let him go then. If he don't want to be a funny, then get the hell out of here. You know, that's not what that. I don't know why people say things like that. They don't mean it. I did not want to see. Brandon Aiyuk was good last year. Hell, he was good the year before that. So.
And I tell you, even as a Seahawks fan, I mean, the way I thought was he was so good, and that's the last thing I wanted because I knew how good he was, and I knew if he stayed, that would be a big help to you guys.
Yeah. He is. Ricky Pearsall hasn't shown anybody enough yet to think we could just do without Brandon Aiyuk. And people kept saying that, oh, Pearsall, we'll be okay. We got Pearsall, we got Debo, we got Jennings. Oh, yeah, I know. But you know what? I don't know if that's going to be enough. I like them guys. I'm appreciating what they're going to bring to the table. But I also know what Brandon Aiyuk brings to the table. He brings that sudden death catch. Eric, last year, I hate to remind you this, but it was one of those epic moments when I knew that Brandon Aiyuk and Brock Purdy were going to be a combo. Remember that play where Aiyuk ran between two Hawks defenders? No, there's a maze of three. They were lined up one behind BA. He ran past that one. The other two were staggered in such a way. BA ran a route that ran right somehow miraculously in the right void, and Brock dropped it in on him. That was one of the most beautiful receptions I've ever seen as far as plays. Tom Brady had to love that. No, say again?
Was that on Thanksgiving or was that the second meeting?
What meeting was it where you guys were wearing your bright green? Was that Thanksgiving?
You know, that does sound more like, Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure was at our place, so yeah, I'll probably go.
Oh, man, that was...
Yeah, I mean, that was...
unreal. That was veteran master stuff there. I don't know how they pulled that play off. Brock laid that ball at exactly the right spot, and Brandon ran right to the right spot and made that play. I couldn't get over that. Touchdown. Wow.
Yep. Yep. And, you know, and, I mean, and what I did, I mean, especially versus the Niners, I'm not really expecting much win-wise versus the Niners because I just know how good you guys are.
Well, you know, any given Sunday, you know, it's not you can't be taken for granted. You guys are putting together a team that a lot of analysts around the league are thinking good things about. So, but you know, Eric, what's killing me though, analysts all around the league are talking about the Rams offense as if they were going to come back looking a lot like they did on Super Bowl year. I'm trying to understand. I guess because Cooper Kupp is back. Because I'm ready for him this year. Oh, we had a good secondary that year. But you go ahead, bring Cooper Kupp, and his leg will go out at any moment on out there. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Puka Nacua. Oh, I got some secondary dogs now. I tell you, the Rams will be a very fun test. Because I got to give it to Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. They're a vicious duo. Ain't no doubt about that. I forget that tight end they got. They lost a good tight end, though. But the one I don't think they lost that good one, though. And then Sean McVay, as much as I like to go against marketing protocol, Sean, I need Brian to do it. But anyway, you know how he thinks about Sean McVay in comparison to Bill Walsh, which is blasphemous. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
Ain't scared of them, though. No, because they got to deal with our offense as well, though. So good luck with that, hornheads.
Yep. Yep. And then, it's going to be a fun season, I think, for the Seahawks and the Niners. I really hope, but So we both make the playoffs. I guess we're going to find out together.
Yeah. The first 4 or 5 weeks are going to be pure agony. And they're going to go by really fast because each and every game, Eric, what I hate the most is games that have to be determined in the fourth quarter, right? They're going along, they're tearing up the middle of the field all day long, and finally some team squeezes one in because, it's just high stress, but it's exciting. But I really don't,
Yep.
I'll find out. Well, Eric, you want to add anything else?
None. I'm pretty well good. Y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you guys again soon.
Can't wait. See you Sunday if you got time, Eric. Be looking for you.
Well, I'm actually going to be kind of out of town a lot on for the next couple of weeks, so I'll be around probably in a few weeks or so. Yeah.
Football season is getting started for another couple of weeks anyway, so yeah. Another week or so. Yeah. All right. So we'll see you then. Have a good time on wherever you're going. All right?
Well,
All right. Night, Eric.
but
There he goes. Eric, the kind of fan from another team that you can have a conversation with without getting mad. Hey, Tony! T!
Hey, Ronbo.
Tony, the crying and whining. Brandon, now you can take those panties off now, put on a pair of big boy pants, and let's get out on that field and let's get some work done. Can't wait. I just didn't know if it was going to end this year. But matter of fact, this shout out to Brother Big Show.
Dude.
Still waiting on you.
Yeah. He lost that one.
I love when he loses something like that. But Tony, so now that the things have settled, and I know how you felt because I've been following along with you on Twitter, what you were thinking about this whole situation with Brandon Aiyuk. Your final assessments on what finally got done. Did you see that coming?
Well, I told you he was a confused boy, Ronbo, and he wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you're right. He's definitely.
Yeah, and that deal was on the table for him from August the 10th or something like that.
Isn't that insane? All that 20 days of nothing but pure BS was uncalled for and unnecessary.
Yeah. The worst part about that, Ronbo, is he could have been on the field
He could be
practicing.
working out.
Yeah. But he's pretty fit. I'm not worried about that. But
It's timing.
I think
and
what we
that kind of
need,
thing.
what we need to do is, the more I think about it, the more it pisses me off. Like I said to you on Twitter, those 3 first-round picks with Trey Lance.
Trey, yeah.
What we've got to do, I think Jed York or Eddie DeBartolo or someone with power has got to say to Kyle Shanahan, right, you are not allowed to pick in the first and second round anymore until further notice. Right? 'Cause we can't afford to keep pissing these first-round picks away. And if we had those 3 first-round picks from Trey Lance, we could have had left tackle, right tackle, a spare one, and another one. All right?
Or traded him up
And that we
high in the
traded-
first round. Yeah, to get a.
And we traded with the Chiefs, and the Chiefs got a monster of a dude, all right, that we should have got. And instead we got Ricky Pettis. I'm going to upgrade his...
Hey,
I'm
Tony.
going to upgrade his status, Ronbo, from Ricky Pettis to Ricky Princess.
Here's the thing. Who did Dolphins get with those picks? I forgot about that. The Dolphins.
The Kansas City Chiefs
I thought we made that trade with the Dolphins.
for Ricky Pearsall.
No. I'm talking about Trey Lance.
Oh yeah,
Miami
yeah.
had those. Yeah. Who did the Dolphins pick up with our picks? Damn it. They probably used them to trade up or something.
It doesn't matter. Like, even, what do you think of this, Ronbo? Okay, we signed Trent Williams. I want your opinion on this, right? Because the 49ers, even sports commentators say they draft these players and they play them out of position all the time. Right.
That's such a sore spot with every one of us.
It's like saying to Trent Williams, you're Nah, you're not playing left tackle, bro. You're playing right guard.
That's what you did with McGlinchey.
You know what I mean? That's the worst habit they've got. Now, just to try, no one's seen him do it, and I think Kyle Shanahan's ego and stubbornness is too big to do it. But what would you say, just to try him out in a game, or they should have done it preseason, put Pooney right tackle, and next to him put Feliciano.
Feliciano's hurt, but you know what? I suspect
I
he'll be
know,
back mid-season. It would be nice. That would work. That would work because they can make whatever's going on with Colton McKivitz. They can actually help that out. Pooney's already doing that. He sees McKivitz in trouble. He knows to keep. He's a guy that looks for work the entire time he's out there. He never takes a moment off, and it's effective.
Yeah, but if Feliciano wasn't injured, I would try Pooney at right tackle and put Feliciano next to him. Piss that idiot off, bloody what's his name, McKivitz.
Yeah,
right?
no.
Play.
You know what though? I want the best line. You know what? I think Feliciano played center for the Giants. I might like to see him there because Jake Brendle's going to get us in trouble. The low snaps where Brock's got to bend over and pick the ball up, which is costing him valuable split seconds. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, well, there's another position we could have had with those 3 first-round picks.
A better center? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky Pearsall's not even going to see the field this year. Right? And when he does, this is my prediction. As soon as he gets smashed by one of, linebacker or something like that in the shoulder, he's going to be off to surgery and he's going to be out for the rest of the season.
He's going to call his mom and tell him we're going to meet him at this hospital. God dang it. The 49ers knew that well, I understand they knew that shoulder was a problem before they drafted him, too, from what I understand. He's played through it. I don't want a guy who's going to play through it. I don't want to hurt in the first place.
Ronbo, when you've got a shoulder that, just look at your shoulder, mate. When you've got a shoulder that half pops out all the time, all you need is one big, massive hit. And not only is it going to pop out, you're going to tear the tendons off as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going to happen to him. He's going to cop a grown man's hit, all right, and he's going to be off to the operating table on a slab.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, though?
I mean, we're covered every area on the park that I'm not worried about. What I'm worried about is that Robert Saleh knows this team like the back of his ass. Okay?
And you're telling personnel since he left.
Yeah, okay, but you're telling me he's not going to exploit McKivitz?
Well, I don't know if he
can.
And
if Trent Williams, I believe they're going to sign Trent before the game. Mm. But if Trent Williams doesn't play, and you got McKivitz on the right, poor old Brock Purdy's going to be running for his life, mate.
But Tony, one just this thing to take a little worry off your plate. Kyle Shanahan has him and Coach. Anyway, the Jets coach lost his name. They've scrimmaged and practiced each other how many times? Robert Saleh may know Kyle, but Kyle knows Robert Saleh as well. And do you know that we've been practicing the whole time for Saleh's defense? They run the same defense we're running now. So what we see is not going to be a surprise on Monday night, and vice versa. Saleh's what he's going to see is not going to be a surprise either.
And I don't want to come off sounding like I'm a complete asshole, Ronbo. But
no, it's
Elijah Mitchell's injury is going to allow J.P. Mason's career to begin.
Yeah, he's going to go the IR.
You know?
Done. Yeah.
And the most exciting thing for me is that Mustafa come out in those games like he was shot out of a cannon.
No, he's a tough kid.
And then when you think about one thing that makes you even more happier, he's only 22 years old.
He hasn't even got that grown man strength yet. He's tough enough, but he hasn't reached his peak. Tony, we got to stop.
No.
Let me see you Sunday.
All right, brother. Shout out to all the family and catch you in the next one.
Looking forward to it, too. Have a great day, Tony. Cheers.
Thank you, brother. Cheers.
And I see I got the bad news. Thank you, guys. The Miami Dolphins turned those picks from the 49ers into one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the NFL. Yeah, Tyreek Hill's over there because of us. Oh, man, it's football season time for sure. As I ask the question, what time is it?
What was that?
It's Niners day.
I love how that we get an echoing mom in the back, and then we get it's Niners all day.
Yeah,
That was
boys
cool.
ready for
That was
football.
cool as heck.
Little man is ready for football.
Oh! I'll try not to be
You
too
see?
loud.
All right. So, yeah, if y'all hear something in the background, that's him because y'all turned the Superman off. Right, but anyway,
Wait, what did you do? What did you do to him?
his super wings had to, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, I got to watch my show. Anyway, what's going on with y'all?
Don't do that. You got to put that back on him. Man, you know what? We're sitting here talking about the Brandon. What you used to call him that used to make me laugh? You call Brandon something else?
Well, I mean, we used to wipe the Aiyuk off the face.
Aiyuk off you.
Aiyuk off the Robert Saleh. You feel me? And the thing about that is, cool thing about Brandon Aiyuk, right? I didn't even. I had a song right called Ursula and Alicia when I was talking about the Super Bowl. And, I don't know if y'all know that already. But
I'm gonna go get it and listen.
Yeah, it's on there. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, good.
There's a line on there. I said, all I need is one wife. All I had was you bitches. Catch one and go along. Brandon Aiyuk with it. So
he's a poet. I knew he had some skills.
remember because and I said that like months ago. I said I spit the line long before we was even getting into drama about his contract and all that. So I'm like, I knew that whatever the work he had put in during his rookie contract was enough. You feel me? For that word to fit. All right, cool. So I shared it on my story on Facebook, right? I mean, on Instagram. Right. So fam checked it out. I guess Cuz checked it out on the way to Levi's Stadium. I seen it on there. Two hours later, I'm like, I went took a nap, woke up. Like, oh, this fool's fine.
All right.
Okay, so I don't know if Aiyuk checks out the stuff. Probably does. I'm sure Niners players do check it out. So if you do check it out, I say thank you for signing and thank you for checking out that little storyline right there. I hope you you know what I'm saying. I hope you can slap that on there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was you know what I'm saying about
talented stuff's always appreciated.
And I'm way off. Like all that. We knew all drama aside. I was like, yeah, man. I had to give bros props for what was done already. And, you know what I'm saying, as a faithful, I'm thinking, okay, if something happens again, it's going to happen. And that's what people wanted. So
I know, right? I really thought he was gone. I mean, Brother Big Show had me convinced.
No, it was because everybody ain't there. Like, when the math, like, I get it. People want to see, they want clarity. Like, y'all want clarity on what's going on in the offseason. It ain't always like that. We know every offseason is like that.
I know, but this one, man, it gets worse every year.
Why? Because every time we get so far in these deep playoff runs, we've been having some deep playoff runs for the last 4 some odd years. Yeah. And when they fall short of our ultimate goal, all offseason we have this
added to it. And see, so that means we're miserable for half a year, every year for the last few. You had to put it in perspective. It hadn't hit me that hard until I just added up the months. Damn it.
Yeah. God. And it's 10 days left until my mental health is in the hands of the San Francisco 49ers.
It's just scary that they do have that kind of power. God. We're gonna relax.
To be honest, I hate to say this because I love the faithfuls, but it be y'all sometimes I be into my stress more than so the game
Overreactions. I know.
and rivals and the haters and it be y'all a lot of times because they'll be so analytical and smart. Like, see, if the ball was thrown 377 centimeters closer, like, dude, are you out there? Watch the game.
No, but this is a strain for the ring. I believe, I got a feeling we'd be so laid back. And last year we won in Vegas. This year, Brandon Aiyuk's out there clowning. I would have said, I ain't got no problem. He need to get his money. We got the ring. We 6. We tied with the best of all time. I'm delighted. Rudy can't say a damn thing. Market Pro can shut up. I mean, the bragging rights, Norm. And I know you got Raider fans in your family and amongst your close friends. We can tell them, y'all will never catch up. Never catch up. Never catch up. Woo! God, I love it.
I'm trying to get one though, because at the same time, we got to put on VHS tapes to see our Super Bowl wins. So while we over here telling everybody to catch up, at least they can see
listen, I want you to get them tapes changed over to digital format. Don't let Rudy and company put that stuff up. They're the ones behind in technology.
Let's get ours in the 21st century. Can we get one in the 21st century?
Coming up. You want some hot sauce on it?
Our offensive line is probably my biggest concern because Dominique Cooney is doing this thing. That was one of the ones that I was really talking about. We need hogs up front, and I seen him up there hogging up. You know what I'm saying? During this preseason, which was cool. I mean, I know we talk about practice, but that regular season hype is going to start now. And that Jets defense, we're going to talk more about that. They not to play with.
I know.
They ain't nothing to play with. They secondary ain't nothing to play with. Robert Saleh is still coordinating things. He ain't nothing to play with. And we know. We know. Yes. So let's get something going. You know what I'm saying? We got Brandon Aiyuk situated. Can we get Trent Williams situated? But I already I know it's a business, and that's the part where I kind of hey, I'm just a fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the front office. If I was in the front office, then we could say something. But I guess all I can say for now
is
the same thing I've been saying. It's Niners all day. Excuse my hair, but it's a little natural, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I got the confidence to rock it like this, still be able to do something.
There you go. We're loving it. And Norm, loving the fact that you're back in the fold because the season's about to start. I'm gonna see you Sunday.
Oh yeah, you'll see me Sunday, and I'm gonna send that link to you, Ronbo, for Shelly.
Okay, good.
And anybody else want to just hit me up on the thing? You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on. All right.
Well, and Norm, where are you gonna send it? You email? You're gonna send it to Instagram? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna send it to you personally.
Oh, good. Okay.
On Instagram
too. All right.
All right.
All right, Norm. Have a great night, man.
Yes, sir.
There he goes, Norm and family. And here comes Steven. We got a lot of recent daddies in here. Norm over there, and Steven with Scarlett. Steven? Scarlett and Rome. And Steven, hurry up. Steven, two real quick. Hey, Scarlett and Rome are only a year apart, if even a year. They're a year apart, aren't they?
Yeah, I got 2 under 2.
You got another one on the way, don't you?
No. We aren't that bored. Not this time. The TV's working.
Steven, you know what? You were one of the people real heavy on thinking that Brandon Aiyuk was going to be out of here, and you and Brother Big Show had me all convinced as well. We're not going to have to try to make do. We'll get to keep him. And I suspect the 49ers haven't figured out how they're going to pay Brock Purdy next year, of which we all wonder why we haven't paid Trent Williams right now, because right now is more important than next season. Next season can take care of itself. I can't imagine what Trent's asking for, but my God, we have to have him.
I can probably guarantee you what it is he wants big boy money. He wants the back end of his contract fully guaranteed. However, he's only going to play one more year. Niners are like, well, if you're going to play one more year, why are we going to pay you out so much money? What if you get hurt? Now we got to come more out of pocket.
That's a good point. It is a good point. You're probably right. I bet he only plays one more year. And he may be threatening retirement now if the 49ers don't want to pay him.
Yeah, so it's like, that's why the Niners are a little bit more cautious with Trent, because it's like his position is probably the most hostile position next to playing a running back. Because you got to hold back defensive line, like 24/7. That's your whole thing. You got to hold back linebackers. You got to hold back corners, DBs. Sometimes safeties. You're taking the full force of the defense at that front.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, hey, if I'm playing at a snap, I want guaranteed money. Niners are like, we can't even guarantee that you'll play for a full season for guaranteed money.
Yeah, and as Kyle runs,
that's a shit.
Exactly. As Kyle runs in the room and says, I can't even guarantee if I'm alive on Sunday.
So Kyle's thing is, I can't guarantee if we'll have enough running backs in the room by Sunday. His whole thing is he'll burn a running back straight to the ground if he can.
But Steve, we cannot underestimate the importance of. T. Will's not on there. I don't know what Kyle could scheme up that's going to protect that quarterback. And we cannot afford to get Brock killed in week 1. Because if there's a team that can do it, it's the Jets. That's a savage defense.
Yeah. And here's another thing, too, that we don't really talk about is, are our wide receivers ready to go up against Sauce Gardner? Because I watched Debo go toe-to-toe, man-to-man, and play against a zone coverage, and he can't get separation worth shit.
No, Debo's that quick slant. Yeah, across the middle. George Kittle's really healthy this year. Kyle's going to incorporate him more. Sauce is going to be on Aiyuk. I don't know.
Sure, so I hope so.
No, he's going to have to. Because
the whole reason why I thought Brandon Aiyuk was not going to be a part of this team, period, was because I heard Ricky Pearsall was cutting people up. And had he had stayed healthy, our biggest flaw on our entire on our entire team really is no one can stay healthy long enough to start cutting up the league. And Ricky Pearsall at the beginning was cutting people up, and they're like, hey, we really don't need Aiyuk. That's why it drug out so long. That's why Niners were like, okay, you want to get traded? Fine, we'll trade you. That's cool. We got to come when we got Pearsall. What do you want? What happens? He gets injured.
Well, that's the problem. You know what? If he makes a big splash play, because they don't know anything about him over the Jets, they just know they've heard of him, seen him in school. If he makes a big splash play on that Monday night, gets in that end zone, Debo! Yeah, hey, Steven, you might finally have your wish. Debo might be playing his last season.
That's all I want. That's all I want. I got a lot of hate for it, but hey, Debo can't create separation. He's only a spot higher. He's only slant, and he's only a jet sweep guy. So he's a one-trick pony.
But he's one of the. But Steven, you got to give him some love. He's the best yak master in the game.
He is yards per carry. He is probably one of the best. However, when you're guarding, when you're a defense, you gotta guard Juice, you gotta guard Kittle, you gotta guard Debo. I mean, really, you're kind of spread thin.
No, I love when you talk nasty. Give me some more. Because you know what? The offensive options, you didn't even mention CMC yet. The offensive options are endless.
Oh, yeah. This season, we got talent at our own disposal. And let me go ahead and say this, too, on top of this. A lot of players on this goddamn team got saved by the bell. And what I mean by that is injury. Elijah Mitchell, Ambry Thomas, all of those two guys, the ones that we all hate equally, unfortunately, because Ambry Thomas is inconsistent. So what does he do? He breaks a bone just so he can stay on the team. Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm inconsistent. I can't run. I can't play more than 2 snaps. What does he do? Gets hurt. Stays on the team.
You know what, though? What is Elijah Mitchell's injury? I didn't hear about what has he done to get hurt? I don't understand. I heard it. I read it.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's the worst part.
This is how the 49ers hide players every year. Because they put him on the IR, not the IR you can come off of in a few weeks. They put him on the season-ending IR. Really?
I don't get it. That's why I was like, wow, we really, really fucked that up. Like, The Niners front office, I'd have just cut him before it even got to that point.
Yeah,
like, hey, man, look, it didn't work out. I'm sorry, you got to go.
I think it's still a cap hit. You can't trade him either because nobody's going to take Elijah Mitchell. He's a good football player, but he's not going to be out there.
Look at it now. Look at it now. We just lost Cody Schrader to the Rams.
Yeah, that really.
Cody Schrader, the guy who said he's the second coming to CMC. He runs and plays like CMC. And the fucked up part is we let him go to the Rams. And now we're going to feel the wrath of that. For sure. Not once, but twice a season. Come on. And that's not guaranteeing if they go to the playoffs and we see them.
Well, the Rams already got what they think is a blue chip running back. Cody's going to have to be in a backup role. But, still, I would have loved to keep him. But Steve, we do have to go. I'm gonna see you Sunday. And Rome was complaining there a minute ago. Is he okay now?
Yeah, he's good. When he hears me getting all worked up about sports, he calls my name. He goes, ah! So he tries to calm me down.
You tuned him.
He'll learn as he gets older. But once he starts watching games with Dad, you'll understand what I'm getting at.
And he'll be as bad as you watching the game. Well, Tim, I'll see you Sunday. All right?
I'll see you Sunday, Rob. Have a good night.
You too. Night, fam. Yeah, boy, I tell you. See, it's funny, right? We've already know that we got Brandon Aiyuk. I'm delighted. But when we're going to get that signing done? Trent, come on, man. Brock United yesterday, please let it be known. Brother Big Show, is now 1 of 64. I enjoyed that one. Brock United is always good. Well, hey, yo, Ellis.
Yo.
Ellis, come on in, man. We're just celebrating, probably prematurely, because he ain't been getting no workout in. He's probably I hope the 49ers know, don't run him out there at 100 miles an hour on Monday night. He ain't ready. Let him work out a couple of weeks and practice hard, and then. But yeah, we got him back. What do you think about the madness that took place, though? And what really took place, we're just now finding out about the August 10th deal, where that deal could have been done 2 weeks ago minimum, and not have to do all this, and he could have been half ready for Monday night.
I mean, shit, he wasted a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it was alleged that that same deal was already on the table.
August 10th.
But that's what Schefter said, but then his attorney said that was not true or whatever. So,
yeah.
Well,
he's got to say that.
Who knows?
Because how embarrassing is that for him, Ellis? If I'm an agent and they put that out there and I didn't know they was going to do that, well, now any other player that's running around and I could actually put, in my camp, no, man, we seen your work. We heard about it. That's bullshit, man. Thanks, but no thanks. Because people, especially that kind of dude is football players. Oh God, you better deny it.
Yeah, he definitely wasted a lot of time though, and the concerns of soft tissue injuries and the body not being fully prepared because he hasn't participated in anything. I mean, after Debo's contract year, he didn't play very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fred.
He slid off a little bit too. He wasn't quite Fred.
He slid. He slid a little bit after that payday.
Yeah.
Yeah, not by a lot, and then George really not by a lot, but definitely Debo. Nick slid after his payday,
terribly.
After he got his payday. So, hopefully that's not going to come into fruition or be what the outcome for BA is, because that'll piss me and everybody else off.
Oh, tremendous!
All of us. So, but I'm the Trent thing is concerning.
Very.
But I think they're going to take care of it. I just don't understand why do it the week of, where we're going to be playing the Jets and then thinking he's just going to come in. I mean, he's going to be winded. His ass is going to be burned. His ass is going to be burnt out.
Yeah.
So,
Alice, one thing though, do you think from where we sit, we feel like we need to designate the blame somewhere. Is it Trent? Is it the 49ers? You just want somebody to vent toward, you know? But the 49ers do this every year, though, Ellis. They wait and they wait and they wait. Another guy gets signed. Now the money goes up, and justifiably, as the rule goes, I'm the next man. I mean, I need to get that, raise the standard on that price. You know, it's their damn fault. But this is another situation, though. This is just an extension of a contract or guaranteed money coming into play.
I mean, it's business-wise for players. It feels or looks like a great opportunity because we tend to overpay. We compensate our guys. We compensate our guys greatly and you know, handsomely. Yeah. So that's dollar signs for the players. But as far as a team and an organization, and when it comes to maintaining a roster and having a, you know, being able to delegate the funds all the way, you know, across the board to keep and maintain guys, it's bad because now I think after this year, because we signed Brandon, you know, Debo's not going to be there, and it's either I think Charvarius won't be. Those two guys for sure, I think, will be gone. Oh. At least we can try to get something for Debo compensatory. You know what I mean? Because I think he's still in the contract for one more year.
Is Debo? Is it Charvarius is next year? Is his time up as far as rookie contract? It is, isn't it?
Demo after this season, Demo's going to be having to get paid. Uh-oh. And he's a third round pick, so we can't dig around with him. Well, he wants to stay, but if he wants the kind of contract he got when he first came here, then he got another thing coming. His ass might have to go, and we're going to have to. You know, that's why Darrell Luter and what's his name, Renardo. Yeah. But these guys are smaller. They're longer. I mean, they're not longer. I think Demo's probably got the most length out of those. Well, Darrell's got a little bit of length too, but they're not tall like Charvarius. Charvarius is tall. He's fast, and he's got some strength to him. So we need, when it comes to downfield play and jump balls and the catch point and stuff like that, we need guys to be able to get up there, and those are the things I'm kind of concerned about these corners, because I don't think any of them are 6'2" and up. I think they're all below 6 feet, or maybe 6 feet and below.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong about Darrell.
But have you noticed, though, all those cornerbacks that are smaller seem to be the league's best? Well, name a tall corner other than Charvarius. Charvarius, is he 6'1"? No, he's 6. But try to think of one.
He's tall. I think he's like maybe 6'1" or 2, or he could be taller.
Is he that tall?
I don't think he's 6'3".
Sauce Gardner.
He's like 6'1" or 2.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner. Sauce is tall. The guy over in Denver is long. So I guess it's not about the length as much as it is the talent. Because Sauce has got talent, for sure. The guy we was trying to take from
Patrick
the Broncos.
Surtain,
yeah. That boy can, oh, my God. And he ain't short, so.
So that's just a concern of mine. It would be nice to have a long corner, a tall, lengthy corner who's fast. But, it is what it is. But like I said, Demo, I think we keep. Charvarius, I think, goes. Debo goes. And it'll be like a coin flip whether or not we keep Aaron Banks. Because we don't really keep guards. We let Lakin go.
Yeah.
But Aaron has played really well for us, so it'd be kind of messed up, but I don't know. It just maybe they're figuring that they can make up for that in the tackle in the draft. That's what I'm saying. So we got some guys that got to get paid next year, so it's going to be a little painful to see what happens once it all boils down to.
Man, I forgot about Aaron.
The offseason. Yeah, man.
And it's hard enough for us to assemble offensive line as it is. If Aaron goes, that's going to be a problem. Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah, so that's a concern. But and even at safety, I really like Malik Mustafa. I'm hoping that I don't know what his ability to like jump and get high and contest things are. I know he's like a torpedo. He hits hard. He tackles really well. He can stick with guys. But, I want these guys to be able to make sure that they can knock down some passes and shit. Because if you go against DK Metcalf, if you go against, Marvin Harrison Jr., when you go against, these other guys that are tall, fast, and strong, you got to be able to meet that intensity in some way. So those are just things that I think about. I'm not saying it's going to be a problem.
No,
those are things, though, that can be a problem.
Yeah, because, you know what, those
you pick on guys for the height.
Guys like that back there, I'm kind of liking my safeties.
Jair's taller. Yeah, Jair's taller. He's longer, so that's a good thing at safety. Talanoa's not as tall. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. As long as we can have a balance, that's all I'm saying. I just don't want our secondary to be, hella, guys that are lacking in length or, certain things, because we need them. We need those individuals.
It's about tracking that ball. Ellis, we got to stop. I'm going to see you Sunday. And see what else develops between now and then. A lot's going to develop between every 48 hours now at the 49ers. You can see right now.
Yeah, man. So look, real quick, I'm coaching for the junior NFL right this year, and I got 2 teams, and I got some of the squad on each team. I got a team for Z, and then Josh and Amaya are going to play on the same team. Right. But one of the guys, one of the coaches in the league, is good old Robert Turbin from the damn Seahawks. Because 2 or 3 of his kids are playing in the league.
All right.
So they're trying to build up their roster. They're going to be playing on his team, so they might be pretty mean. But we're going to see what's up,
That's right, Ellis.
We start practice next week.
I don't care who he is, Ellis. You are not going to be denied. You got to get him. So
yeah, we on their ass. We on their ass like flies to shit. Anyway, y'all know what it is. Shout out to Faithful. Thank you for the platform, fam. Shout out production.
Thank you all for sitting on that info, too. I can't wait to see how that develops. All right.
Yeah, man, for sure. Peace and love, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you too, Ellis. Night, fam.
All right. Peace.
And, hey, yo, Anthony.
What it do, Ronbo?
Anthony, it do like we're done worrying about Mrs. Aiyuk's baby boy, Brandon. God. Hey, Anthony, think about it for a minute.
Ronbo.
How bad did you not like Brandon Aiyuk these last few weeks? I was so bad with Brandon Aiyuk. I don't know whose fault it was, but you got to aim your rage at someplace. And I was mad at Brandon because I thought he's being too greedy. Because it's hard to feel sorry for a guy that's getting paid in excess of $20 million. I don't care if it's 21. Stop crying. And he
did all that power. But last time I talked to you, you said, you remember I told you I'll give $28 million in a little change.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what they gave him.
Well, he 30 per year, but it's a guaranteed money that Brandon and everybody else should be concerned with because St. Brown, isn't he somewhere between 40 and 50 guaranteed? See, that's terrible. Brandon got 75 or 76. 76. Somewhere between 75 and 77.
Yeah, $17 million guaranteed.
Yeah. And he could have got that on August 10th, Anthony. All this other stuff. He said, well, trade me to Washington. I can go back and be with my homie. I go to Pittsburgh. For what, Brandon? You really want to go to Pittsburgh? No, he didn't. I still don't believe he did.
No, he didn't. He wanted to go there with Justin Field and Russ Wilson.
You can't scare owners or GMs threatening to want to get traded places that ain't nothing happening. Pittsburgh's not going anywhere. It's the AFC.
If he would have went over there if he would have went to the Steelers, Ronbo,
he'd have been mad as hell.
His production would have failed a lot.
Not only that, they're in a division with Lamar, Patrick, Burrows, Josh. It goes on and on. What were they going to do? What are you going to do with the Steelers? They're not going anywhere. Although I got to tell you, Tomlinson's a pretty good coach. He put them in the playoffs last year, I think, right? Yeah, they did have a winning record. But he hasn't had a losing record in a long time. You go by that, and you say to yourself, well, you know what? We're still going to get it done. Even if I don't play a huge role in it, I can play along next to that other wide receiver they got. I could work with him. Well, you know what? I mean, Brandon and Pickens. Is it Pickens or Pickett? Pickens and Brandon. That would have been that would have been a tough combo. I must admit. And they got that running back too. You know what? They wouldn't have been bad.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Everybody worrying about the Jets Monday. I'm not worried about the Jets on Monday Night Football.
Yeah. How come?
Because Kyle got something he ain't had since he been here in a slot receiver. Cowan. When the last time we have a slot receiver like Cowan?
Oh, man. You know, because Debo's came out of the slot for the most part. And but Debo goes inside and outside. I don't. He would not be a pure slot receiver like you're saying, though. We haven't had.
Yeah, right. He's not a pure slot receiver.
Who have we had?
Cowan is a pure slot receiver, and plus he knows how to get open.
It's a good. You're right. And he's quick. See, you're going to be in the slot. You need to be quick. And we're gonna find out. I just had Ricky Pearsall's probably hot in the slot too. I mean, I gotta watch it.
You know what, man? I hear everybody crying about Pearsall. Let me ask you something.
I want to say, just don't be hurt too long if you do get hurt. But go ahead.
When Aiyuk first came to us, they were crying about him too, right?
Yeah, he got hurt. First down picks always get hurt. It seems almost immediately.
Aiyuk came to us hurt, injured. Remember?
Oh, core issue. He had a core issue. That's right. That's right. He had to have that surgically repaired.
They were calling him a bust and everything.
And his 40 time was affected by that core injury. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm glad you shed that light on that too.
You got to give these boys a chance, man, before you start calling them bust.
Yeah, I don't usually. I rarely call a person. I've seen people call people a bust. As soon as he comes in the locker room, he's already a bust. Granted, on occasion, it's right. But you know what? Let's see him play first.
I'm not worried about Pearsall. I done had a sort of interview before Ronbo. I got tackled one time. I was a running back. I got tackled one time, and the lineman fell on top of me, and I landed on my shoulder.
Oh, how bad did that hurt? Did you go numb right away, or feel that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, he was heavy, Ronbo, and then put my weight.
Man, because that's why they put him over there.
The way Pearsall hurt his shoulder, he went up in the air and landed on his shoulder. Man, Ronbo, that's different.
Okay.
I'm not worried about Pearsall because they interviewed him today and they were talking to him. What he said?
I didn't get that interview.
He said if he had to go now, he can go now.
Well, he said 2 weeks ago, and Kyle Son concurred on that. Do you know what though? Just about
Kyle
every
said
other
he got to
player,
hold him back for himself.
Oh yeah. But just about every other player in the NFL has that same condition that Pearsall has.
They're right, that same condition.
Yeah, it's just because you're blocking, you're using your shoulders. It's we're probably overreacting to it. I just don't want to see him laid up all the time because you look at George Kittle. Kittle could be out there, leg, arms, everything just hanging off him. He's still playing at a high level. We'll never.
Our receiver.
Go ahead.
Rebel, our receiver core is way better than it was last year and the year before. So guess what, Rebel?
What?
Usually Danny Gray would be out there. Now you got Cowan out there. And Conley is no longer on the practice squad. He made the 50-man roster.
Yeah, I know. Wait, Anthony, I want you to walk this back a minute, though. Who did you say it used to be who?
Danny Gray used to be out there.
Wait, Anthony. When was Danny Gray out there? That's why he's where he is now.
You remember before he got injured, he was on the punt return.
Yeah.
He caught one pass.
Yeah. That's it.
Caught one pass.
And went and sat down.
And that's the only pass he ever caught. And then he got hurt.
Yeah. 2 years in a row. Danny gets hurt. And
then they were always called Conley up. Now they ain't got to call him up because he's already on the
53. He deserves it too. Fam, we gotta go.
Cowan is doing what they brought Danny Gray to the team to do.
Mm-hmm.
But Danny Gray never could do it.
And Ronnie Bell, same thing. Ronnie has a way to get open downfield. I don't know how he's done it because he's not that kind of fast, but he'd be down there open, and he ran good routes.
Right, he'd be open.
I feel bad for Ronnie, though. He's a good football player. I don't know what their problem was this year. Anyway.
Those short yards that we need to get, Cowan going to get them.
I know. And gone. We got to go, Anthony. We got to go. I'm going to see his son before it gets too late here. And let's see what happens with the 49ers between now and then, because you know something will. And I'm saying right now, Trent Williams, fam, we're once again whole.
I ain't worried about Trent. They're going to pay Trent.
I know they have to. All right, fam. Have a great night.
All right, Ronbo.
Thanks,
man.
Market Pro,
you believe in the backup?
Market Pro, you can have Danny Gray.
Fucking training camp.
Area code 55. Hello, who is this? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. And who is this?
This is Rodney.
This is who? Rodney?
Yeah.
Rodney, 551 area code. I don't remember this area code. Are you coming in on a new phone? That's okay. We can change it.
I thought, that's a no. I'm 201 area code.
201 area code?
I'm from Jersey City, man. From Jersey City. Red and gold.
It's okay, Rodney. I got you.
I'm in the.
Oh, Rodney, come on in, man. I remember Rodney, but I haven't heard from him in a long time. Oh, no, that was the Rod. Rodney is somebody else. Rodney, come on in, man. We're talking about Brandon Aiyuk, and we're finally getting this matter off of us. And are you feeling good about that? Anything going on the 53 that you think was not a good idea? Or it was a good idea? Rodney, are you using Bluetooth? Rodney?
Why, you could hear something?
No, it's the connection is shaky. You're fading in and out. Rodney?
Hey, hello?
Yeah, Rodney, you may have to disconnect that device and talk right into the phone because it's not going to work. See what happens.
What about now?
Yeah, that's good. We got to hear you talk, though, because it kept breaking up before. All right. Rodney, go ahead, man.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. Faithful, relax, okay? If we don't get Trent Williams, give the backup a little bit credit. That's it.
Yeah, Rodney, it's just a little bit scary, though. Trent Williams is a bad boy.
I know it is. But what about if he does get hurt and we pay that money?
Oh, yeah, there is that. Well, but that's everybody on the field, though, Rodney.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand that. And just the same thing, with Aiyuk and everything. Give the backups a little credit. You know what I'm saying? We have receivers.
Yeah.
If we would have not got this this deal done with Aiyuk, then we get picks, whatever. Yeah. Well, listen, I'll tell you this right now. If Washington would have not traded that wide receiver to the Philly, we would have got him in the first-round pick and the second-round pick for Aiyuk.
Maybe.
Simple as that, because that's what John Lynch wanted.
Picks, yeah, because picks are like assets. But Rodney, we're in the Super Bowl window now. We got to go back there and try it
I
again before it's too late.
understand that. I understand that.
Pick
I
six will help
understand
me.
that.
Okay.
But okay, all right. But what about if anything would have not worked out for Ayuk? Do we still be contenders to the Super Bowl? Because we got a team. We got a great team.
You're saying with or without
We got a
Ayuk?
great defense.
Yeah.
Without Ayuk, I understand we got Ayuk, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand too. August 12th, the same contract was there, but just what was it? 15 million away guaranteed.
You know what? I didn't see that on the. I mean, I didn't hear about that on the. It was 15 million under what it was. So
$10 million guaranteed.
It was 60 million. So it was 60 million less than it is now.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So that means Ayuk's efforts and antics were worth all that. 15 more mil.
You know, I understand Ayuk is a great player, and you know what? I'm so happy we got him back for 4 years. And you know what?
Right.
But you got to understand too. All right, we drafted these receivers and everything, and blah blah blah. But what about if something ever happens to Ayuk? Remember, receivers do get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They get hit hard. So
it's a violent game. You're going to get that all over the field, for sure.
Trent Williams is another piece. Okay, I would love to have him, but what would you give him? 2 years?
Maximum. Yeah. I don't know how many years is on that contract. Do you know how many years are remaining on that contract that he wants an extension on?
Exactly. So what would you give him? 2 years max? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many guaranteed money though?
I'm going to give him 2 years guarantee. No, that's what he wants, an extension on the guarantees. The guarantees stopped. He's not paying for any guaranteed money this year. So if he gets hurt or something like that, he's got no chance for any funding. I'd give him 2 more years just because of respect for him. I'm not going to treat him like any other person. He is Trent Williams, Hall of Famer. You know, he's still effective, playing at a high level. I'll give him 2 years.
Right. Ronbo, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He is a great left tackle. He's a Hall of Famer no matter what. But you give him this type of money without the guy's been golfing. Come on now.
And I heard his game is not that good. But yeah.
He is, you know what I'm saying? And he probably is pumping irons, lifting weights, and everything. He's going to do his thing. He's going to train, whatever, you know. But it's not different when you're in training camp with your team.
No, of course.
It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You got to put that football callus on.
We don't. All right. That's one thing that I said on the chat. I put it on the chat. Our offensive line been good. Without Trent Williams, all right, don't give up on the offensive line.
Well,
we made it to the Super Bowl.
Rodney, we
you know what I'm saying? Now we got
Trent.
that rookie. We got that rookie. We could run to that right side now.
Well,
that boy is a monster.
Yeah, well, he's good. I mean, but he can't do it by himself. I need a better center too.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Ronbo, things work out week after week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
it works out. If they get healthy together, that offensive line could work out. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
everybody is talking. Everybody was talking about the offensive line was so horrible last year.
Well, they were on occasion. We went to the Super Bowl. I know.
Did we win the NFC West? Did we or not?
Yeah.
With that so-called whole line.
Should have been two years in a sweep too. But the Rams, we got them at the wrong time. There was no need to beat them.
Know?
Damn it! I wish there would have been.
You gotta give this offensive line a little respect.
Rodney, you know, I'm right now I'm going to make a deal with you. I'm going to say I'm going to do just that, just for that reason, because we need to stop being so pessimistic about our own team. So yes, I will support the offensive line, Rodney, just through the strength of this conversation.
Yeah, we have to. Even if we don't find Frank Williams, we got to give the offensive line a little bit of credit, man.
All right.
Because, you know, give the offensive line a little respect, man.
Well,
they opened the hole for McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's true. The ones he didn't run through. Well, fam, we got to go. Hey, Rodney, good to hear from you. And we're going to keep you, correct your name over here on the board. You are Rodney, not whomever that was. All right.
All right.
Hey, Rodney, you got time. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Definite.
Night, fam.
Take care.
You too. Thank you. There's Rodney and asking us to please stop hating on our own team. That the offensive line needs our support. We need to stop bad-mouthing them and get behind them. It's hard. It's hard to do, though, isn't it? You know what? I bet you nobody's as critical of their team as the people that love it the most. You know, because I think well, except for Rudy. Rudy thinks every guy putting on a Rams uniform is next to the Lord. See, that, and also, you look at Marketing Pro, thinks Sean McVay is the greatest coach since a coach laced him up. Even I like Kyle Shanahan. I wouldn't say all that. You know? Papa Jay, get in here, fam.
You hear me?
I can hear you. Come on in.
All right. What's up, Ronbo?
Papa Jay, man, we're sitting up here rejoicing. It's the best feeling I've had in weeks. I mean, because, you know, every day we come in here, Brandon Aiyuk is still making me crazy, man. Why in the hell can't they get this done? The season's not, I don't have to do that today. We can still whine a little bit about Trent Williams. And Papa Jay, you just heard what Rodney said. Can you restrain from any more nasty remarks toward our offensive line?
I tell you what, man. Let me start out. Let me start out with BA.
Okay.
BA definitely deserved every penny that he got.
Yeah.
49ers fucked everything up.
Yep.
They should have just signed him from the very beginning. They knew how much he's worth. There is no wide receiver out in the whole NFL that can catch and block,
yes,
and be in the system of Kyle's system. He fits so perfectly in there that there's no wide receiver that can take his place. I'm sorry, but not even Debo can take his place. And I love Debo. Debo is badass.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take anything away from Debo, but I tell you what, Brandon, he is on a league of his own. He's a complete, full receiver, and he is not getting the credit that he deserves. Yeah, and that's the way I feel. I mean, seriously, CMC would not have the many touchdowns and yards without Brandon blocking down the field, and Jennings. I mean, Jennings is a badass too.
Oh yeah,
exactly. And same thing with Debo and Kittle. I mean, between all of them, they call them the Avengers, but one cannot be without the other.
You know,
the one cannot be without the other. You know. They are the Avengers. They're called the Avengers because they're the perfect team. They are the all-star. They are the greatest team that has ever been built together. And Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have a lot to do with this, you know.
Yeah,
and they don't get enough credit.
Yeah. I've been telling people who want to fire him and get a whole other staff in there. These guys built this team. Be careful what you wish for. Everybody cannot do what Lynch and Shanahan did. I'm glad you pointed that out, Papa Jay. Give them props.
Yeah. Who else is going to do this? I mean, who else has gone to has been so close to the Super Bowl and
gone through playoffs and the NFC championships as much as Kyle Shanahan, year after year. But everybody wants to replace them with who?
I know.
There's nobody else that can do this thing. With who?
Some people think there's college coaches that can come in here and do it. There's coaches on the staff, I believe, of the Lions. I've heard names mentioned from that coaching tree. I mean, I say, oh, you know what? That maybe, but why would you run the risk? So as bad as Kyle Shanahan pisses people off, I don't want him going anywhere. I'm with you, really.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's just stupidity. That's just dumb talk, you know. When they say replace Shanahan and he's not doing the right thing. Although, you know what, this whole situation, this whole contract has gone to shit. Even then, you know what, I would never want any other general manager or head coach other than them two. Yeah. To be representing the 49ers.
I mean, look how many good players we got. I mean, how many guys did we have last year in the Pro Bowl and the year before that? I mean, they know what they're doing as far as it comes to talents and things like that. I want to see what we look like with Adam Peters. The draft next year, we're going to get a reflection of how valuable was Adam Peters to the 49ers building that roster. We're going to find out. It better be good, Papa.
That's true. Very true. Very true. The thing about also, if I may talk about Trent Williams real quick.
Go right ahead.
Trent Williams, badass tackle. I don't see anybody really taking over for him. I can't see more being full time and being able to step in as much as Trent will, but. You know what, Trent? We have to have a contract with him because he's a short-term solution because of his age. He's just short-term. Well, BA is more of a long-term solution, and that's why we have to. It was more of a priority to get BA under contract. But with Trent Williams, hey, let's get him in here for 1 or 2 years at the most.
Yeah.
Other than that, we really have to look at our offensive line and beef that up within the next year or two because we're going to end up losing him, and what's going to happen after that?
Well,
that's what I'm concerned
he's
about.
only going to give us so many games this year because he takes out time every year because he's hurt. But Papa, what are you going to do next year in the draft? I mean, even this year was numbing. As I'm sitting there, the 49ers select on the first pick, number 30, whatever, Ricky Pearsall out of Florida. I said, whoa, who's that? A wide receiver? I remember I froze because you know how you go into shock and suddenly your brain shuts down and you just don't. I mean, I said, why did we get a wide receiver? But the 49ers may have been anticipating problems with that Brandon Aiyuk. I was trying to rationalize it later, but I never really could come to anything to satisfy myself. I said, no, John, guys, I don't know. I know you're professional, but why did you get a wide receiver?
Ronbo, funny you say that because when I first heard that Ricky Pearsall was coming up, he was our number one pick. I said, who the hell is Ricky Pearsall? And the only reason I felt kind of good about it is because of C.J. Stroud, his reaction.
I know C.J. hated it.
They drafted.
He wanted it.
Yeah, did you see him blow up?
Oh, he was really sad.
Right. At that point, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe Ricky Pearsall is somebody." You know? Okay, maybe. And then the way that he was, how they showed him on the release in his little videos that they showed him. During practice time,
impressive.
Man, those were really nice cuts. Those were really nice cuts on the release.
Oh, yeah. How about that catch he made?
That one-handed catch.
Oh man, I was a Ricky Pearsall fan from that moment on. But still, our priority need.
But that was only one time that happened.
Oh, right? Not the first round.
Come on, yes, I fell in love with that one time that one time happened, and that was a great one time. But are we going to rely on that
for
us to put our whole money on that?
Well,
You know what
also,
I'm trying to
Papa,
say? It's
I do, but you let another offensive lineman go, hoping that you can put him on the waiver wire, knowing that he was that good. People watch the 49ers picks. Do you notice that, Papa? We got guys that immediately got jobs as soon as they got waived. Oh, I'll take him, and I'll take him. Oh, hell yeah, we're taking him. And now I want to see Kyle and John's face. Guys, why'd you put him on waivers? Could you put him? You couldn't put anybody else on waivers? Look what happened.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
Okay, you know what?
That one hurt.
Not yet, because we don't know what those guys are going to look like. But, oh my God, hey, Papa, it's fun. We got to go though, Papa. Let me get you back in the chat and work on Marketing Pro, and I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, you little Ram girls, you can't even face me on Ronbo. You're gonna talk to me on? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna slap the booty out of you. Anyways, Ronbo, can I get a shout out?
Oh God, yes. Niners. All right,
I love you, my brother. You take care.
You too. I'm sending him back in there. Where's this man in arms, 49er Brian today? All right, go get him, Papa.
I will, brother. I will. My life.
Hey, Jalen, come on in, man. Quattro. Niner says, don't worry about Ricky. Worry about Jacob Count.
Ronbo, you hear me?
Quattro, Niner, I'm still worried about them. Both of them get hurt.
Ronbo.
I can tell. Yeah, I can hear you, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, come on in.
Oh, so what's up? Oh, how you doing, man? How you doing?
We're sitting here laughing about how stressed and drained we've been all season long due to the fact that Brandon Aiyuk needed his pay, right? And nobody's mad at him about getting his money, but we're wondering through the process, and we can never observe what's going on in the process. We don't know who to blame, but you really wish the 49ers could accommodate people. CeeDee Lamb got assigned in a heartbeat. Justin Jefferson signed in a heartbeat. St. Brown started things off, signed. We got to wait the whole summer. And I just don't understand. Listen, John, Kyle, it's not as difficult as you guys make it seem. We're watching all those other guys get signed. If you watch one more guy get signed, Brandon Aiyuk will have the right to ask for $100 million a year. What are you waiting for? See, and that's why, and now Brandon signed it, and they still stood their ground, as you know, and gave Brandon what they said they was going to give him, you know?
Ronbo, we're going to trade Trent Williams.
To who? And forget what back? We can't trade Trent Williams. He'll retire.
We're going to get picked. Yeah, I mean, but if we can't pay him, if another team offers to pay him, then I can see us trading him.
Yeah, but if you're Trent Williams, he'll say, no, I'm not being traded. I've got enough money. I just didn't.
What if it's a team like the Chiefs or like a legit contender?
He might consider it. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, Ronbo. If it's a legit what if it's the Texans, Ronbo? What if the Texans offer a trade for him? They got the money.
Yeah, these are teams. These are teams he would go to too. No, but you know what? The 49ers aren't going to trade Trent Williams.
Well, Ronbo, they don't have a choice because how are they going to pay the man?
Well, I think he's asking for an extension. Wait, I just want to correct you on that because he can ask for an extension, but does not necessarily get it, and he can sit out for the rest of the year. Nobody can have him. We still have the rights to him.
Okay, so we don't draft the lineman in the higher rounds, and we might lose our best lineman for the year.
Get me started on that because yeah.
Okay, all right. I told you, Ronbo. I told you. No, but Kyle's a genius. You want to keep him around. Now watch Brock Purdy get beat up this season. Watch him get beat up on this season because we don't have an offensive line. I told you. This man does not learn, Ronbo. He does not learn. He did not address the offensive line, and now we probably just lost our best lineman for the year. So now we're fucked. Look at that. What is our line going to do now without Trent Williams?
Well, see, the thing is, I don't know.
You think we're going to beat the Packers with that offensive line? No, the Lions?
No.
The Chiefs?
No.
The Bears? You think we beat these teams?
Well, we might beat the Bears.
No, man.
No, the Bears got a great defensive line, though.
The Bears' defense is always respectable.
No, they're really good this
And now
year. I mean, no joke. The Bears' defensive line is going to be tough this year.
Yeah,
So-
Ronbo. Look, man, I told y'all, and we took a wide receiver that never even had 1,000 yards in the first round. And we haven't even seen the kid play yet. We haven't even seen him play yet.
But because he's laid up.
Dante Pettis 2.0. That's exactly what we just took in the first round.
Okay, but Ricky's not a coward, though. Dante was straight
We
up
don't know
afraid.
that, Ronbo. We don't know that. We don't know that. We haven't seen this boy take a hit in the NFL level.
Yes, we woke
We don't know
Dante
that
up.
yet.
We had him
We don't
stretched
know
out
that
out
yet.
there. Well, that's true, but I'm going to bet on it. Dante, I'm not sure what's going on there. Dante acts a little tender too, so I think that was going to happen no matter what.
Man, Ronbo, that would have to been I don't know. He just threw that up. He had to throw that pick in there. He has to just say your name, Ronbo. I have no idea what I don't know what his end goal was with that Ricky Pearsall pick, Ronbo. I really don't. I really don't. Because it's like he's not even a third wide receiver, Ronbo. You got Jawan Jennings there, and now you got this other guy, Jacob. Where would he even be at on the depth?
Well, he's supposed to be rated up ahead of Jacob Cowing, but Ricky'd probably be number 3, 4. Yeah, well, you're
4.
right. He's buried in the
4.
depth.
He's not gonna be. He would not have gotten plays over Jawan Jennings.
Brandon's number 1, Debo number 2, Jawan is number 3.
Jennings.
Ricky falls in there. I tell you what, honestly, Chris Conley's probably. Say again.
If Kittle's out there, he's probably not even a top 5 receiving option if we count Kittle. So he might not even be a top 5 receiving option on the field, Ronbo.
Not yet.
Why
he just got
in
it, Jay.
God's name did this man decide to take a wide receiver in the first round?
Well, we're already blessed with receivers. But you didn't know. I think they were afraid they weren't going to be able to sign Brandon Aiyuk. But like you're mentioning, it's no guarantee that he was going to come in here and cover no void that had Brandon Ayuk's name on it. So I'm not sure. The 49ers just do things like this on occasion. They just come up with these wild
You could have got a wide
ideas.
receiver in the third round. Why the hell did we feel the need to take one in the first as if that was just a dire position that needed to be addressed? We ain't had a first round pick in 2 years, and that's what you spend it on? And now we don't even know what our left side of the combo. We don't know who's our starting right tackle. McKivitz again?
Yeah.
McKivitz? Who's the starting left tackle as long as Trent Williams is gone right now? Jalen Moore?
Yeah.
And who's our right guard? Spencer Burford?
Well, Brian,
this offensive line is not good, Ronbo. We need to stop complimenting them from preseason games.
But listen,
they're not good.
It gets worse, Jalen. We don't have any other tackles besides the names you just mentioned.
Oh no, Ronbo, but we got better this year. The defense got better. Man, y'all stop. Y'all stop.
Wait now.
Y'all
Wait.
stop, man.
Jalen, the defense probably did get better though.
No, it didn't. No, it did not, Ronbo. If that defense from that team, they got older. How can you tell me that the same players that got a year older are better physically? How is that even possible?
No, okay, I'm just saying you don't have Eric Armstead laying up with that knee and foot thing going on.
You don't got Chase. You don't have Hufanga out there.
Javon Kinlaw
out there.
You don't have Javon Kinlaw still trying to develop.
Gibson out there.
You know what? I'm feeling good about the the linebacking group though. Did you say Gibson?
Ronbo, that defensive line took a blow. Yes, Ronbo. Tashawn Gibson. He was a playmaker.
Oh yeah, a secondary. You know what though? I kind of like what I see in Jair Brown. He may not be up to Deshaun because Deshaun had all kind of experience. But you know what? We got the young secondary looks good. I'm gonna have faith in them.
Ronbo, these guys are about to be running through us like a hot knife through butter. I'm telling you.
Come on, Jay. It's not gonna be that bad.
Ronbo,
no.
You saw us in the playoffs, Ronbo. They were dragging our guys. We just lost most of our run stoppers.
We didn't have. Jalen, wait, whoa! I got caught. We didn't have any run stoppers, Jalen. That's why teams were having a good time running against the 49ers. We tried to get some guys in there that didn't know how to stop the run, and Malik's gonna be good. He was pretty impressive actually in the preseason games. Malik was taking down double teams and getting there.
Rombo, Trey Lance looked impressive in the preseason. now how did he look?
Come on, Jalen. Objection, Your Honor. Yes, overruled. No, Jalen. Come on, man. That's not good. That's not right.
I mean, but Rombo, we getting excited about preseason game against 3s and 2s.
Well, let me remember the ones. I just want to see. I want to know if a player can play. You can tell a player can play if he dominates a 2 and 3 ridiculously easy. Then you know pretty much he can probably handle better.
This offensive line is a problem still, Rombo. And I said this. Multiple other callers have said this, Rombo. The offensive line has yet to. Rombo, the offensive line ain't been addressed probably since 2020.
I know.
It has not been addressed since 2020. Since Trent Williams was brought in, Rombo. The offensive line has not. Aaron Banks. I'm sorry, my bad. Aaron Banks. Other than that, Rombo, damn it, we haven't made any. Oh my!
And Jay, do you remember when we used to laugh about the Chiefs? Not the Chiefs, but the Hawks not investing any money in the offensive line. All their money went on the defensive line. I believe the 49ers have adopted the same kind of philosophy. But you know what? We do have Trent Taylor and Williams. I'm sorry, and I think he will be back. I don't know what he's going to look like, but with that being the case, that coach you don't like will still set things up so they can win.
Rombo, that man doesn't need to be our coach. First of all, it ain't no if. He's not going to win the ring this year, Rombo. I'm telling you that right now. If he couldn't get it done, Rombo, if he couldn't get it done with that team last year, why do we think he's going to get it done this year?
Jaden, I'm giving you a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conversation. Listen, we got to go. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna hold you to that all season long. We're not going to win any Super Bowl.
You've been saying that the last seasons I've been coming in here, Rombo.
I'm going to say it again. This year,
I've yet to be wrong, though, Rombo.
And you know what? I know, but that's gonna end this year. I'm a scorer. All right. So I'll see you Sunday.
Hey, okay, Rombo. We're gonna be great. Let me get a Niners shout out.
Yeah, a Niners. Jamming. It's gonna be 2-1 after the end of this year.
No, okay, Ronbo. All right.
He just wants to win. He deserves to win. We deserve to win. It'll happen. But 49er, Brian. There you are, Brian. I didn't see you in there mashing people up. So Papa J's got plenty of help in there. Some of the other guys are doing a number on us. Don't let the trolls take over the chat. I still remember those days when they used to come in, armies of Raider fans, Hawks fans. Back then it was Hawks and Raider fans teaming up, tag teaming on us on our damn chat at our house. Running 49er fans out. People writing me letters, man, I ain't coming back in there, man, to get rid of some of them damn trolls. I said, you know what? God. And we did have mods. They were sweeping out and cleaning the house like crazy. They were cleaning out 49er fans along with it. But you know what? I like the way our people handle those trolls now. So, you know, it's a balance. I think we're winning 70-30. Bill, get in here, B.
I'm sitting here listening.
Bill.
I'm sitting here listening to all you guys worry. Yeah. I'm sitting here listening to all the worry warts and thinking, you know, I can understand the feeling behind it. I really can. Optimism, the doubts. But one thing, how about them Cowboys?
CD. I was so scared when he got signed. I said, oh, God, forget it. We're not signing Brandon Aiyuk now. CD got, what, 33? Or something like that? 1 million less than Justin Jefferson.
I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. A little something. And I'll break the news down later, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to jinx it. And y'all know where Trent Williams is from?
He's from Texas.
You know the history.
Is he from Texas?
Yeah, he is. He's from Longview, Texas, where I'm at.
Oh, no.
He was a Lobo. And
but Jerry Jones can't afford him. Yeah.
No.
But the Texans could.
I'm going to tell you something. If they try to trade him, he's going to retire.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you, the deal is going to be done. I believe the Niners are going to get it done. They would be stupid not to get it done because if they don't get it done, the season would be a bust. And there'd be some people be talking about their jobs being relocated.
season ticket holders, a lot of people, investors, yeah, there'd be a problem.
It was a lot of fan bases for supporting them. That would be stupid not to sign Trent. So I'm gonna tell you, Kyle, and John, you better sign Trent. Number 2, I think it's gonna get done, and I'm gonna tell everybody they just stop worrying. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I'll probably meet him before y'all do. when he walks away, I'm gonna get a picture with him.
Like you.
But yeah. So I'm gonna tell you something. Stop worrying, and I'll tell you, if they do get rid of him, they're talking about coaches being replaced. We're not going to have to worry about who. We'll find out who, because they will be replaced. Because if they go with 2 wins and the rest losses, then bye. There's no excuse for a Super Bowl hangover. This team is hungry. They're determined. They want to get it done. They were like, just right there, you could taste it. It was in your mouth. That trophy. I mean, right there. They're not going out like that. This is not the team. We're not the Cowboys, okay? We don't do that. It's not our tradition. Let me tell you something. There's going to be redemption. Yeah. And, and they got to play and be prepared to, maybe, do a little bit of practice of accidentally falling, And I'm not one to condone this, but accidentally falling, the ref don't make the right calls, or how did the team, if we go to the Super Bowl, like just trip. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay, my guy?
Well, somebody's had thought about doing that already. There's one guy that got kicked out of the league years ago for throwing the flag back at the ref. Picked it up, threw it back at the ref, hit the ref in the face.
Tripping over him, accidentally falling, there's accidents that happen, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Accidents, not deliberate. But
they got standby refs in case something happens to an official. He may be worse than the guy you just took out of the game, though.
That you get rid of Bill Vinovich, you ain't got nobody going to do anything.
You know what, though? The 49ers have got to stop protesting. They should have protested Vinovich being in this last game. If nothing else, Vinovich is bad luck for the 49ers. Don't have him in a Super Bowl. Oh.
Get rid of him. You need to send him somewhere else. If not anything, the Niners need to pay him on a paid vacation not to be in the Super Bowl against us.
Just
like here, go take a vacation to Hawaii. Go visit your family. Just stay away from the Super Bowl when we're in there. Just
ridiculous.
Go take a vacation. But like I said, I really think the deal's going to get done. I think the Niners are going to do something. I just have that feeling. I said it last time, and we were almost there. And we'll see how week 1 goes, and see what we got, and that'll really determine if we get stopped by Aaron Rodgers. Then we need to be concerned. If we don't get stopped by Aaron Rodgers, and we continue to own him, and we continue to win, and we continue to do what we need to do, I don't know in 5 weeks where we're going to be headed, what's going to be going, but the team should be hungry, determined. Ronbo. Yeah. All these words, y'all calm down, relax. It's a new season. Get hyped, get pumped, get ready.
Right. We need to temper the worrying and especially the doubts. A lot of us just don't even think we're going anywhere. So we can't. That's no way to enjoy the 49ers. They're a great team.
How are you going to say that? How are you going to say that? Huh? We need to get intensity. We need to fuel the players until week 10. If we ain't got a good stat record in week 10, then you come talk about we ain't going anywhere. But till then, you fuel them, you get them ready, you add the energy, we support you. Don't go out there boom like you did Alex. Give me a break.
No, well, Levi's is never famous for booing people. No, way back when we were losing, Chip Kelly and Tom Sula out there leading a debacle each and every game. We did get boos. Plane flying overhead with a banner behind it. Sell the team, Jed. Sell the team, Jed. Billy, remember those miserable days? That was really, God, that was just
awful. Do they want that? Do the fans want that? Everybody in the chat, do they want that? Do they desire that? Or do we want to be talking about NFC championship title bouts? Do we want to talk about Super Bowl appearances? Look at what the conversation would have in compared to them Cowboys.
That's why I'm saying.
All right?
I don't want. Let's leave Kyle and John alone, please. We'll be fine as long as you keep getting in there, getting swings. Eventually, going to knock somebody out. Granted, we've had too many, but still, we're getting there.
You might get lucky to get them Raiders in the Super Bowl and beat them down.
Boy, and can you imagine playing in Levi Stadium? You've seen that fight. That we can't be in the same building with the Raider people. They're just not. You just can't. There's no getting along with them. Fights breaking out in the stands. I thought they stopped that when they left Oakland. No, still doing that.
Right. How about this? Here's a kicker. How about this? I'm about to spit something out that's going to probably raise some eyebrows. How about 49ers and Chargers in the Super Bowl against Harbaugh, our old coach?
You know, if Harbaugh's got the Chargers looking that good, I don't want to be bothered with Harbaugh's team. I know what they're like. We know what they're like.
It took him like how many tries with the Michigan Wolverines to finally get over the hump?
Well, that's true. Harbaugh does take a while, though. He ain't getting in one year.
It takes a while. If he gets in there, he might not get that big one, but the next time he might. But it won't be against us. It'll probably be against the Cowboys, but, I'm just kidding. They won't make it.
First of all, McCarthy's leaving this year. What is that? It's Coach McCarthy, right? McCarthy's leaving this year, and Dak doesn't know it. Well, he does know it. What's Deion Sanders and his son are coming to take over. But you know what people need to know? Deion Sanders, as much as he talks well about Jerry Jones, Deion wouldn't work for Jerry Jones. Nobody's going to work for Jerry Jones, have him over there micromanaging, and after every game, I don't get to talk, Jerry gets to talk. Oh, no way. There's only a certain few people in this world that can deal and live and coexist with Jerry Jones as their, wow, that's good. He lost one of the best coaches of all time in Jimmy Johnson. And Matt, why? Because Jimmy was getting too much love. I'm Jerry Jones. They're not talking about me. Jerry, you got a problem. You got to keep losing too, Jerry.
You know what? Those Cowboys, it's a pipe dream. They wish upon the star too many times.
Where's my guitar? Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Yee-haw! Make them doctors and lawyers and let them work on dump trucks. But anything but one of Jerry's boys. See, you're making me act crazy, Bill. Bill, we got to go. I'll see you Sunday, okay?
Is the Monday Night Football game next Monday?
Next Monday, not this Monday.
Okay, good. Give me a 49ers shout-out and have a happy holidays.
Yeah, that's right. This is the yes. Niners! Big Bill. See you Sunday, fam.
Instead of worrying about Trent Williams getting signed, we need to pressure them to sign Trent Williams.
Yeah,
the fans need to get out. That's what needs to be done. Other than that, stop worrying. Be faithful. Be hot. Get ready. You got a week. Let's go. Later.
Later, Bill. Oh, my God. Michael, come on in, man. Michael, Nikita's
hey, Ronbo. You're not going, buddy. Yeah, did Nikita tell you what happened? Did Nikita tell you what happened 2 days ago?
No.
I fell off the ladder and broke the left foot. She told you I fractured my foot.
You fell
off the ladder.
You fell off the ladder. You know, usually that term means that you're drinking again, but you fell off the ladder. You really fell off a ladder?
Yeah, I was cleaning the gutters part of the roof, yeah.
Oh, man.
What happened is I tried to do it by myself, to climb up without nobody holding it, and I don't know, something happened. And I guess I didn't attach the bottom part, so yeah.
Bill,
so she's like,
Michael,
"What's that? You broke." Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I'm just desperate. I'm like, I guess, when I want to do things, I do it. My daughter gets mad about me doing things. Well, it's like if she gets mad if I want to play tackle football now, she says you're not playing with your age. You get these young kids, I'll knock you up. Yeah.
And if you know those kids down at the ballpark, have them come over and hold the ladder.
Yeah.
And
then now I gotta get ready because I gotta bury my godfather who passed away, who was a big Chicago Bears fan from Chicago. He passed away 70 years old. August 5th.
You just
August 5th. He was a big. Yeah, my godfather was a big Chicago Bears fan.
He passed away on the 5th of August?
Yeah, and I found out a couple of days ago because, you know what I mean? They didn't want to tell me because, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you
know
how you take it.
Yeah.
Are you on your way to Chicago? I mean, just to pay your respects? I mean, because the funeral's over.
No. I'm not. No. He's going to be buried down here in Connecticut. He lives in Chicago, but he's going to be buried here with the rest of the family.
Oh, so he's still in state then? Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's in Chicago, but he was a big Bears fan. He used to talk about the Bears and Patriots Super Bowl. He always supported the 49ers. You know, he supported it because he knew my father and my sister are 49er fans.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Oh, you know,
it's amazing how these alliances go around your family and everybody's. You got 5 or 6 people.
No, it's funny, man. But I'm gonna have another rivalry. My other uncle, dad's cousin, he's a Jets fan. So I told him, wait till we play the Jets. Me and him are gonna be head to head. He likes to talk trash about how the Jets are all this.
Oh
yeah.
One thing you cannot be and talk trash.
He's a Bengals fan.
Yeah, but you can't. If you're a Jets fan, you really can't. There's no way you can talk trash. The Jets. That's one of the saddest organizations in football. The Jets have been trying to put something together ever since Joe Namath, all the way back in the 60s, just to have a team that's formidable.
They're not going to get no Super Bowl. I don't care if they got Rodgers. I'm not going to no Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're still the
Rodgers
Jets. No, it's not going to change.
Rodgers is drama. Rodgers is like the Rams. They're drama queens.
He's the one who brings the drama. That's why when people said we need Aaron Rodgers on the team, oh, you guys, watch what you asked for. You do not want Aaron Rodgers on this team.
No starters for the Jets play any of the preseason. So when we play them, they're all going to be rusty. You look at it. They haven't been played.
Oh, that's right. Rodgers hasn't been working out with them. That's right. And it's too late to start now to get good and sharp. You're right. You're right.
Yep, but I'm happy with Aiyuk. I'm happy that we got him. And then Trent, we'll get him. I think Trent's going to sign after Labor Day. I think there's a contract right after Labor Day.
By Monday morning, huh? He's in?
I think maybe. You watch. Don't give him. You watch. Trent Williams going to sign him. You watch. He'll be ready by week 1.
I suspect
you wait, guys.
Guy's a physical freak.
I will.
He's probably ready.
I think he's going to retire as a Niner. He doesn't want to go nowhere else but San Francisco.
Yeah, that's right. People, he may be threatening to retire because he's not. Somebody suggested trading him. He's not going to allow you to trade him.
Trade him. They must have been smoking something. I wouldn't trade him. You know what you do? You want to sign him for 1 year or 2 more years, whatever, and then give him the retirement papers. There you go, buddy. Give him the golden jacket.
Michael, that's why I agree with you, and that's why I think give him 2 more seasons, Niners. If he thinks that's unreasonable, then we have a problem. But still.
Yeah, he's 36 years old, so
he's only going to play 2 more years maximum.
Yeah, and then whenever his birthday falls, so he could be before 40 years old. Let him take the 2 years and let him, sign him.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what his agent's talking about though. How many? I got to find out. I should have been paying attention. How many years are left on this contract? That's what I don't know. Anybody in the chat, if you know how many years are left on Trent Williams' contract? Because I'm trying to understand how serious is it. So,
and I can't believe the Rams got the running back from Missouri. I wanted to keep that guy.
Cody.
That's the guy I like. Yeah, I like that guy from Missouri. I think he's going to be good.
Damn it. Hey, they got him immediately. As soon as he hit the wire.
It's like it's going to hunt us. It's going to hunt us. You watch. That running back the Rams took from us, it's going to haunt us. You watch.
Yeah, and nothing you can do about it now, but damn.
No, it's too late. Ramiro got his boyfriend on his side now, so let him, The Rams wait to the Rams. Wait to Sunday night. The Lions, not the Sunday. You got 1 more week, boys, and then you're gonna be feeling some Lion den. You're gonna be feeling the Lions. Yep.
Michael, but you know what? If the Rams beat the Lions, all hell across the beat is gonna break loose. They're not gonna say it was lucky. They're not gonna say it was a fluke. Well, the Rams were predicted to have a good, solid year, but coming out tonight, beating the Detroit Lions, sets a statement and sends a message to the rest of the NFL. I said, shut up! Just shut up! Oh, God.
One upset I like to say. I like to see it. I don't know if it's going to happen. The Patriots upset the Bengals in Week 1.
That Kendrick Bourne in country. That would make my day.
49ers are 5.5. 49ers are what, 5.5 for the spread? I think they're 5.5 favorite.
I don't get that. That's really, we don't have I hope so. went home, which is a 3-point thing, and then he gave us 2 more points. If it expands, I heard 6 about early on when the schedule first came out. I heard 6 points. I said, no, 49ers, that's a touchdown, guys.
Hey, Kansas City's got a couple of new plays by Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is going to write up some plays for the Chiefs this year. You didn't know that?
Is she going to write up a couple of plays for who?
Yeah, for the Chiefs. She's got some plays made up for the Chiefs to do for Andy Reid. Yep. I said, which one?
She's just going to become a part of that team, isn't she? Oh.
I think she's a coach. She's going to be one of the little coaches.
That's
sad. Coach Singer. Yeah. God bless her.
And look at Travis and his brother with that $1 million contract. And you know what? That is influenced by Taylor because of the fact is all their viewership. They got all the Swifties.
Maybe one day his brother might get a coach, be a defensive coach if he wanted to.
We gotta go, Michael. I'm gonna see you Sunday. And listen, Michael, next time you get ready to clean the gutters off of that roof, would you please get one of those kids that like to play ball and have them hold a ladder, Michael? What are you doing?
Right. Yeah, with my age, I should. I shouldn't be sitting there doing things on my own because one of these days they might slip and I might not be here.
Well, that's a possibility you want to avoid.
I'm a ladder boy. No, that's one thing I don't want to avoid.
Yeah.
But I can't wait.
We'll see you Sunday.
I'll talk to you Sunday, Ronbo.
All right.
You too, buddy. Have a good one.
You too. And there he is. It's Marketing Pro, otherwise known as 49er Brian.
Yo, what a do, player. You feel me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Marketing Schmo knows the score. From the big A to that even bigger shithole of L.A. Ronbo Sports, what's going on? What's going on, player?
You do that so
you feel
well,
me?
That beats that, knocks me out.
So,
every
Ronbo,
okay.
Where is the big show?
Hey, brother,
He's not here tonight.
Show has got to
Where'd he
get
go?
in here. I've been waiting on him.
Hey,
he is on vacation. I don't know which week.
He was going to Europe?
Yeah, I don't know which week.
He went to Europe, right?
I don't know if it's this week or not, but I knew he's got a plan, so I don't know where he is.
Well, you couldn't pay me to go to Europe right now, but I think he said he was going to France, right, where we saw those blue guys dancing around at the Olympics,
Hey,
and,
did he say France?
That was Ramilia's crew. They're in Rams gear.
Did they have
that was, that was Zerper and Jack Ding Dong and all of them dancing at the Olympics there. They're in a gay old time. Ronbo, let's talk about football. Enough about talking about
please.
But hey, we got BA, and I told you it'd be August. We just didn't know it would be the end of the month.
The last August, God. You know what though? But that deal was on the table ever since August. Even his agent says that's not true, but I doubt his agent's telling the truth. But that deal's been on the table for a long time, and he just now took it.
Yeah, and shout out to John Lynch, man, for putting up with that crap. He got it done. That's the GM of the year right there for putting up with Brandon Aiyuk's bullshit. Am I wrong?
Hey, you're right. You know what? I'm talking Nobel Peace Prize. You're right. To even get that done. Yeah, you're right, Brian. Oh my God.
He's gonna get an award from Europe, the nation of Europe. What do they call all the countries that are together? The peace process was good for John Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out for Kyle.
That's amazing. I just realized that is an
I'm giving props to my Niner organization for the way they handled that. They stuck to their guns. They called Brandon Aiyuk's bluff, and Brandon Aiyuk lost. And now, you know what's going to happen, Ronbo?
What?
Brandon Aiyuk, he's got to perform. He better win our hearts back.
Yeah,
that's what he's got to do.
That's what worries me. Every time anybody that's gotten paid a bag that big, they usually come in a little sluggish, a little less than what they were. There's an inspiration and something dies, and after you got paid, because that's what you're working for in the first place. A lot of guys, they seem to look different, Every last one of them that got paid looked a little different.
Are you having flashback of Nick Bosa? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
But you know what, though? I don't blame Nick on that because Nick probably wanted to sign earlier so he can get out. Nick likes to train. It gets him in rhythm. It gets him ready. It took him about 3 weeks before he get back in the saddle again. Fred Warner slid just a little bit as well as all of them did. Everybody got paid big money. Debo, he apologized the following season. He knows. Yeah, I don't know what goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know what goes on. They just want more money.
Yeah,
the way of the world these days.
And gets fat cat when they get paid and lay back. No, guys.
But Ronbo, I'm going to agree with you. I think Trent is signed. They're just not talking about it. And they want him to get as much rest as he can because I want anybody to debate me. Are we going to get more than 10 games out of Trent Williams this year, even if he's healthy?
Yeah, I know, right?
Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm hoping you're wrong because I need at least 12 because that's 5 games if he's milling around. I don't want to lose more than 5 games. Williams puts a little stress on that win-loss record if he's not there. So
right,
yeah. I'm not sure.
And there is no doubt in my mind that he's gonna get signed. I'm just waiting for our undercover CEOs, like Jerry Rice did with Brandon Aiyuk, to say something, and then we'll know it's on.
Yeah.
So I've been watching the old, not the Twitter, the X, for our spies.
But
at least Steve Young kind of halfway called him out.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Young loves to do that too, doesn't he? He never lets an entire holdout go without saying at least something. He said something about every last guy. Well, he didn't say anything about Nick, but everybody else on offense for sure.
Yeah, I don't think he. Nick didn't seem to have as much drama as Brandon has pulled.
None.
Yeah.
You never.
And I don't remember any. I didn't see any from Fred Warner. I don't remember really any from Kittle.
Fred was very quiet.
Or CMC.
Fred, what did Fred say? Fred was my favorite. You know why? Fred says, "No, I don't worry about that. I let my agent take care of that." That's all he ever said.
And he shouldn't. They should just be concentrating on football. Let their agents handle all that crap.
Yeah.
So I don't know why Brandon had to do what he did, but. Yeah, it's done, so we're glad it's over, aren't we? Oh, man.
Oh, God, it's such a relief. And just if we just would have signed yesterday, too. Oh, man, what a celebration weekend this would have been. Because Brian, the thought still leaks around in the back of your head, what if he doesn't sign?
Yeah.
That's a scary thought. I don't even want to think about it. Jesus.
Well, hey, I don't foresee a big issue with Brock Purdy pulling this kind of crap in the future either. I think Brock's going to handle it like a professional. And
he'll remind you of Fred Warner. He'll tell you that that's not my job. My job is to play football. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just continue to get better out here. Part of the job will take care of itself. And I can tell he's that kind of guy. Brock Purdy's not going to be crying and whining. He's not going to say anything.
And Ronbo, they're going to raise the cap. There's going to be a quarterback cap, I do believe, too, next year. They're all talking about it.
They start talking about it? I thought I heard something about that a while back, but I didn't know how serious they were. All right.
Oh, I think they're serious because of all this crap with Dak, this stuff with Trevor Lawrence getting the crazy contract he got. I mean, owners got to be sweating bullets this year, I imagine, about their quarterbacks wanting more money.
Every deal the quarterback gets, it affects the entire league. It really does. Because it's a domino effect where now I got to pay my quarterback. He's coming into his contract year. This guy's doing the same thing. All right, well, I can't afford to carry a roster if I'm going to pay him more than you just paid your guy. It just becomes a mess.
Yeah, and wait till they re-sign Matty Dum Dum Stafford in L.A. for some god-awful crazy money.
Oh, please
do it. He throws another 10 picks this year.
Hey,
so
Brian, Matty Stafford, isn't he around 40 now? Getting very close.
Man, he's older than Ramilia. He's got to be.
And I'm saying you're gonna give him another extensive contract. I mean, you got Stetson Bennett waiting in the folds. Bring him in.
Well,
Stetson Bennett III, Esquire.
Yeah, and And Stetson Bennett has learned really well from Matty Dum-Dums how to throw a pick, hasn't he? He's great at that.
1 pick, 2 pick, 3 pick, 4. I know where it is. I'll find the door. You know, Matty Stafford loved that. You know, you remind me a lot of me. I can see him now having a conversation.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, those poor lambs. They just get beat up in the chat. They get beat up with their team. They get beat up in the place where they live. It's just got to be.
Yet
their
Rudy's
world
still
is just
bragging
crumbling.
about attendance records. Well, hell, they're not Rams fans, Rudy. God.
No,
Oh.
3/4 of that stadium is red.
And when they're not
So
playing
funny.
football, don't tell me that those venues where they're having road races or whatever else they do in there constitute attendance records for the Rams, because it doesn't. Rudy thinks people don't know that. When Rudy's throwing flack around the internet, it's hilarious. He thinks everybody's stupid.
And then what team goes out of their way to reject 49er people from buying tickets there?
Money doesn't mean anything to them, right? Yeah.
Well, it should, because they can't even fill their own stadium, Ronbo. They got to have us there.
They need us. They need the Cowboy fans. They need the Raider fans. They need everybody they can get to come and help fill up that stadium. And when they don't, they have to hire Hollywood extras to come in there and pretend to be Rams fans.
Yeah.
God.
It makes you wonder how much they're paying these Hollywood freaks to be their fans. You know? So,
Brad, we're gonna go. Hey, let me see a Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
And get back in there to help Papa
Hey.
J and keep those guys under control.
Hey, man, I love you. I'm so excited for football. I got to send a shout-out to my brother down under, my Vegemite-eating sandwich buddy, Tony, down under.
Yes.
And Tony Wright, Ray Jr., Papa J, killing them Rams. Rams suck. We own them, buddy.
Brad, before you go.
All right, guys.
Brad, wait, Brad. Before you go, introduce the guy that's coming up next. He's a guy that you do the invitation for. Perfect. Go ahead. Introduce Marketing Pro. He's coming up next. Go ahead.
No. That is, I'll tell you right now, Rombo Sports, that is not the real marketing schmo. You got the real marketing schmo right here. The one that you got in the chat there, Rombo Sports, you need to eject him out of the chat. He's not real. He's not the real Rombo Sports. I'm the real marketing schmo. I know the score from the Big A, baby. All the way to that shithole of L.A. Dog, shut up. I'm talking, dog. Stop barking. All right, player. I'll talk to you all later, players. You feel me? You feel me?
Oh, that's
Have a good night, players.
That's special. Well, Marketing Pro, can you follow that act? Silence from the Marketing Pro. If Marketing Pro's dog would just bark right now, I'd pass out. Marketing Pro, come on in, player.
Yo, Ronbo. Yo, can you hear me? Hey,
That dog is a 49er fan.
Hey. Hey, player, chill out. It's Friday night, player. I know you.
Right now.
I might have to. Hey, chill out, player. No, Ronbo Sports right now. What are you doing? Okay, Ronbo, I'm gonna have to admit, I think my dog's a 49er fan. I think this cat's a 49er fan.
That's why I like that dog. He's about to bite you.
Yeah,
if
this
you
dog.
don't change alliances.
You know, I was gonna say, I think this dog got some kind of telepathic ability. You don't like the name Sean McVay. I don't know why.
I don't blame him.
You know, now let me just say this right now. 49ers, Brian, Rams Mania is running wild, brother. You know what's going to happen to the NFC West, brother? We're going to throw you 49ers to the ropes. And you're going to eat the big leg.
The big leg?
And then we're going to drop the leg drop, the Rams Nation leg drop. 1, 2, 3, brother.
And then, at least it wasn't the people's elbow.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to escape my own dog. You know.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, you've been out of line for a long time.
I'm gonna have to run away from it. Yeah, I just closed the door on this player. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do that, but this cat is anti-Rams. I don't know why. Hey, easy. Hey, well, how'd you get over here? I left the fighting window open. He found me again. Hold on, I might have to close the door over here.
You could get any one of us any one of us, if you want that.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Dog needs a babysitter.
Hey, Ronbo, first of all, let me congratulate the OG Ronbo. You should be drinking some Hennessy tonight. BA signed with the 49ers. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was watching Ronbo sweat the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, you had that.
Bullets.
You had that. You know. You was like, you had that napkin on your forehead like that Southern Baptist preacher. You're like, oh, Jesus. You know what I mean? You sweating, but now BA has made it home.
That was what's that, Reverend? What's that, Reverend sings it? Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. I was never worried.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I might have to take my dog to I might have to take my dog to a preacher, maybe cast out that 49er demon out of him.
Exorcism.
This dog is crazy. But hey, first of all, let me just congratulate you.
Jack Dong says put the dog on the phone. He's had enough of you.
Okay, first of all, yeah, we lost Ernest. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Let's talk about Ernest. Ernest, our best linebacker, Jones.
Oh, that's right. I remember reading about that. I just chuckled. He wasn't going to really make a lot of difference as far as 49ers go anyway. Well, who'd you lose? How come you lost him, though? Ernest wanted out, as I remember reading about that.
First of all, Ernest, let me tell you, you betrayed Sean, the genius McVay. Bill Walsh reincarnated in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Now, enjoy your time in Tennessee where you ain't going to win no Super Bowl. McVay had told you, I was going to pay you, player. We got them IOU checks. Rams, we signed checks. We don't even have.
You resorted to IOUs?
We do that, player. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know because you gave one. What's that running back you had a while back? You gave him one, and he was asking about his money kind of often.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, it's all good, player, because the Rams have revamped. See, Marketing Pro's new campaign is the revamped 2024 Rams. We're America's new team. The Herd said that on Fox Sports.
No, he didn't.
America's new team is the Los Angeles Rams.
No. You made
the cow pie.
Hey, by the way, 49ers Brian, man, why you block MP, man? Why y'all block me on Ronbo Sports like that? What's up with that?
You guys did not block the MP.
What to do, player? What to do, player? You don't talk about language, player.
Listen to me, player. You can't be blocking the Rams Nation like that, player. We gotta have some fun together. You can't be.
You mean like how 49ers been blocking the Rams for like 40 years, player? That's what you're talking about?
I'm just saying, y'all, you shouldn't be blocking the Rams Nation. Let's have fun. You know what I mean?
We've been blocking you for 40, 50 years, player. You don't know what you're talking about, player.
2021, what happened at the Mecca of football? Okay, so fly.
Listen, Market Pro, one time, one hot day does not summer and make. Okay, you got one. Now, that makes up for maybe 2 or 3 seasons. But you can't lose 6, 7 years. That's just embarrassing.
You know what I mean? Look, Michael Jordan used to lose to the 90s Knicks in the regular season all the time. But he used to take care of Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Charles Oakley in the playoffs. See, if Kyle Shanahan faces Sean, the genius McVay,
reincarnation
in championship season, the Bill Walsh reincarnated Sean, the genius McVay in the playoffs, Kyle ain't got a chance in hell. It's going to be like a macho man flying elbow drop from the top rope. Not only hurt people, but we beat them 1-2-3 really bad. That's what happened. See, Kyle doesn't know the score like Marketing Pro from the Big Apple to the Big Orange.
The shithole.
You know, let me just tell you, Kyle Shanahan is a narcissist, Ronbo, and that kid Jalen, I can hear him screaming, "Sean McVay, please save me, baby."
Okay, Mikey Pro, we're gonna leave and give my best to that dog. I love that dog. And
that dog got a demon. He got a 49er demon in him, and I gotta take him to the preacher, the Lamb of Jesus was the Lamb of God, the Rams Nation, baby. And shout out to Ronbo again. Shout out to all the football fans. 2024 football season is upon us, and Marketing Pro Sources is working for you. Shout out to Big Show. Hey, by the way, Ronbo, Big Show owns the bench press record at Planet Fitness. Did you know that?
He told you that?
He's the Planet Fitness bench press record holder. He's Rams Nation certified. Shout out to the Dragon Clan, Papa Dragon. And shout out to the realest podcast in Ronbo Sports. The rest of them are just 10U knockoffs. Like, subscribe, share, and get that Rams gear while you're at it as well.
All right, bro. Have a good weekend.
On sale at Ron.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Shout out to Jim Everett, my childhood hero, too. Jim Everett was a great quarterback.
Okay.
He was a great quarterback.
All right.
I'm Jim Rome.
Hey, Tony, come on in, man. Well, we've all went to nuts anyway, so.
Oh, my goodness, Ronbo, how do your ears take all that?
I mean, the dog is the star of that phone call show, you know what I mean?
It's like it's staged or something. Like it's part of his routine now.
Tony, I'm telling you right
Ronbo,
now, man.
congratulations
On yes, thank you.
Brandon.
Thank you. And honestly, Brother Show had me convinced at one point. He lined up everything that was rational and logical about that whole thing. I thought he really was on his way to Pittsburgh, and looked real good going to Washington. He already told me. He told everybody he wasn't going to Cleveland.
Especially after Washington traded Dotson earlier this week. I said, "Uh-oh, Washington's trying to get Brandon Aiyuk."
I really wish I could know why they did that. That was a good receiver. They did that. Why would they do that?
Yeah. Two former first-round picks at receiver. And number 3 is Jamison Crowder, which is good, but he's not a 2, he's a 3.
Yeah.
And then the number 4 is Olamide Zacchaeus. We developed him. He's a good number 4. Ball speedster with speed, you play the slot.
Right. And
So,
Adam
I don't know.
Peters just left us. So you know what? I bet it's the funny thing about Elway and John Lynch are really good buddies. I'm sure Adam Peters and Lynch are good buddies. Tony, have you ever heard of a GM leaving, whatever position he was at when he was with the team ever he left from, going to another team and taking over as a GM? Do they ever work deals? Since because your prerogative is to make your team better.
Mm-hmm.
But could John
talk about GMs making deals
with each other? Yeah, because they become friends through a personal connection, like working together with an organization. Adam Peters with the 49ers for the length of time that he was, and Elway and John Lynch are good friends. And Elway actually said, "I'm going to send Adam Peters over there to work with you if you want." And John said, "Wow, really? Yeah, okay." Because Adam Peters was a big name at that time, even then, and he knew how to build a team, and pretty much taught John everything he knows. So but yeah, do teams do that?
Yeah, I'm sure it does happen. I know John Elway blocked us in 2000 after Kyle Shanahan left. He really wanted to hire Gary Kubiak, who used to be John Elway's backup quarterback, who was also the head coach at Denver and the head coach at Houston. He wanted him for our offensive coordinator. John Elway blocked us, said, "No, we're keeping him." And then 2 weeks after we signed Caucasian, he released him from his contract.
No. So they do have a buddy system going on amongst the white collar work guys in the organizations, right? Yeah, that's so.
Rich and the thieves.
So that's why John Lynch probably entertained. Okay, Brandon, you want to go to Washington? We're going to see if we can work out. And I still think Brandon Aiyuk was bluffing. Here, Tony, that is not the way to go about getting a contract, though. If you want to get a contract, let somebody who knows how to handle the jargon, the rhetoric, the kind of conversation you're going to get things done with. That's what agents do, You know, you watch that show. Remember when Rock had that show? What was that show he had where he was? They were running an organization for.
Oh yeah, on HBO. Yeah,
yeah.
I
But see,
that.
that's agents really do pull that kind of stuff, and they know how to corner and put team owners in a bind where they pretty much got to make a deal. But your player, Lamar Jackson, is the only person I've ever seen that took his mama, went up to a front office, and made a deal. That just doesn't happen. They could have been abused like crazy.
No.
They came out smelling like a rose. So I'm amazed.
Yeah. Like back in the day, I don't know if you remember the Ricky Williams deal. He kind of got shortchanged. Rapper Master P was his agent.
See.
And he didn't get paid what he should have got paid with New Orleans.
See? Let the guys do what they're going to do. And granted, they cost money. They're going to take a percentage, but they're going to take such a large sum of money to cover their own expenses. They've got to make sure that you're happy as well. So whereas Brandon Aiyuk's agent is going to get a lot of money, but Brandon's going to come falling back in. You know what? Hey, Tony, what's the number, a ballpark figure as to what agents, what percentages do they normally take? Do you know anything about that?
About the agents?
Yeah.
I don't. I know it's higher. It used to many years ago. It used to be like 10 to 12%, but I know it's higher than that now. It might be closer to around 20. Wow. Taxes. I don't know though.
And see, that's why
they get a nice chunk of change.
Yeah. And so in California, then they got the taxes along with. I forget because I often forget about the agent's share. Yeah. Well, he's still not going to be poor. It's not like he's going to have to go on welfare. So, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's doing really good. I see those snake Rams hiding in the weeds. As soon as y'all let Corey Schrader go, they swap them up.
God, man. I mean, that was shades of Pete Carroll. Instead of sitting there watching bird dog and instead of waiting. Indianapolis got Womack. One of our offensive linemen, one of our offensive linemen that showed promise. The 49ers let him get away. See, that's the thing why people get tired of the 49ers and that offensive line assembly. You guys had a guy. Cut somebody else. Do something else. Yep. Don't let him get away. Why would you do that?
And Danny Gray's gone too, right?
Yeah, Danny was. Well, everybody knew that. We all knew Danny was out. And we knew Ronnie Bell was walking on thin ice as soon as we saw him play the first preseason game. And, yeah. But Ronnie's probably pretty much going to be let go this Monday, if not tomorrow. Or I don't know if Aiyuk's going to make it. They might keep him in a little while to see if give Aiyuk plenty of time to get up to speed because he ain't going to be ready next week. At least
how's Pearsall coming with the injuries? I heard he's practicing now.
Yeah, he started 2 days ago.
Good. He's got to come through because y'all need him. He's got to come through, be part of that rotation. At least you got your big three back.
Yeah.
Aiyuk, Debo, and who should have been a Super Bowl MVP,
Jennings.
Yep, Mr. Jennings. I think you ought to throw to him a little bit more. What you think?
Well, you know what? He plays such a role. He will continue to be effective as long as he's used in that capacity. Right now, for some reason, teams get lulled to sleep as CMC and Aiyuk and Debo are doing their thing and George Kittle. Every now and then, Kyle is smart enough. The timing is always exactly right. All right, third down. I don't know why. If I was a DC, I know. Watch Jennings. Watch Jennings. Watch Jennings. Guys, give me a safety over here on Jennings. We've done that enough times. It's a reputation. He's third and Juwan. Also, Juice is very capable. Every now and then, I could draw plays to involve Jennings and Juice. I'd call it the double J. Because, man, they would be all open all over the place because I'm going to run sort of a situation and diagram it. So you got players spreading things out in all directions. I got a speedster now, and now I can just leak out, but they're going to know something suspicious when there's one player that should be on the field. Who can I get out of? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you can't drop an offensive lineman. You know when you start substituting players for positions, they're going to know that you're up to something, though. That's the only thing. But I'd find a way.
So is Malik Mustafa, he's going to start the season as the starting strong safety?
That's to be determined. I don't think so. I don't know.
While Hufanga still recuperates?
No, if Hufanga doesn't start, then it's going to be my other guy, the special teams guy. I don't know. I was as soon as I put the earphones in, I can't remember people's names. He covered for Hufanga during the offseason. But yeah, we got plenty of guys to play safety now. Too many, actually.
Yep. You're not talking about Odom, are you, George?
Yes.
Odom?
Yes. Odom. Odom's going to take over.
Odom.
Yeah. Odom looked good.
Okay,
I
good
always
deal.
wondered if he could play. They made him play special teams. I said, you know what? I want to say, God looks like an athletic freak. Yeah, he can play. So he'll be in there. Tony, give me.
Please, y'all got to use Cowling. Y'all got to use him.
Oh, yeah.
He's your deep threat. You got to use him during the season.
If for no other reason but to take that top off. So, Tony, give me a little bit on the on what's going on in Atlanta.
Nothing. We just getting ready for the season. Got a couple people got a couple tweaks. He's like just calf injury. Caleb McGarry, but he'll be ready. He'll be ready. Just a tweak, you know.
Yeah.
We're just practicing hard. No injuries. Nothing to report. Everything's looking good. I tell you, Ronbo, I was telling people in my Falcons chat, Darnell Mooney, the guy we got from the Bears, he's had an excellent training camp preseason. I can see 1,400 yards from him. I can see him with more yards than Drake London.
You know, have you noticed the conversations getting around about the Falcons conversation? You're seeing more and more shows. You hear one analyst or two putting the Falcons in the mix. So, Tony, congratulations.
I haven't talked about the offense much. It's our defense that I really like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your offense, Tony, your offense, it's extremely potent. You've said it yourself. The quarterback was the only thing. You've built around that quarterback.
Yeah.
You got all kind of pieces now. You got a great run game. You got a receiving crew. Oh, man, it's offensive line is looking a lot better.
Running back.
That offense is ready. It's going to be tough.
It's time.
Yeah, you've been picked to win the South, and probably with good reason. Well, Kirk Cousins out there navigating that offense should be interesting.
You hear that we traded Taylor Heineke, our third string, who was a veteran. We traded him to the Chargers.
Really?
For a 6th-round pick.
For 6th round? Yep. How come?
So now Michael Penix, I don't know.
I thought Penix was hurt.
Now, Penix isn't hurt.
Oh no, that's McCarthy over in Minnesota. I keep getting those two mixed up.
Yeah, but I think Penix now he's going to have to play if something happened to Cousins.
Yeah,
can't rely on Heineke because he's gone. But
you know,
Penix is getting his reps. He'll be ready.
Maybe they've seen that in Penix, and maybe they figured that Heineke was expendable at that point. Maybe.
But what's Cleveland thinking? Cleveland kept 4 quarterbacks.
Tony, listen, when you got Deshaun Watson, Deshaun is really having problems with his health. He's not going to last long. You know, you can't take 2-3 years off and then come back into the NFL. I don't know why you need 4, but I can see 3.
Yep.
So, who's number 2?
And that was a big bust, wasn't giving them all that money, all that guaranteed money.
Oh,
look at them now.
But you know what? Thank you to Cleveland, because everybody else knows don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
Don't do that. Yep.
That's another thing. He built that fire, and that's why Lamar Jackson was so hard to deal with, because he figured, well, I'm actually playing, so I need to get paid at least close to Deshaun Watson money. You can guarantee, get the whole thing guaranteed too. But Deshaun Watson's living right, ain't he?
Because Tyler Huntley he balled out in preseason. That's why I was telling you I thought they was going to trade Jameis Winston. But I guess because Jameis Winston's getting paid, people want Huntley. And Cleveland's going to keep, this is your man crush kid from UCLA that Cleveland drafted a few years ago.
Oh, no.
Don Peoples-Jones. Is that his name?
Wait, say it.
Quarterback. Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Oh, yeah, the guy that runs like a maniac out there, yeah.
He had a pretty good preseason too. They're going to keep him. Wow. So expect Winston or Huntley to get traded. That's why I still don't understand why you hold on to 4 quarterbacks. You're going to have to adjust your roster before next week.
Well, they figure they're only going to have 3 because Deshaun is probably going to find a way to bite the dust. I don't know. I guess they got a lot of extra money.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony, let's call it a day.
Right.
I'm go ahead and finish that. What were you saying?
No, nothing. It was just about Cleveland, nothing.
Yeah.
I just hope nobody gets hurt.
Well,
we have a great season coming up.
Well, that's why Brandon Aiyuk didn't want to go over there. And I think they're going to pay him more money. Brandon Aiyuk, he's such a comic. All right, Tony.
Watch what I tell you, Ronbo. The Rams are going to start dropping like flies.
Yeah. You know, they always lost their linebacker. And there are going to be some other players talking about, I got to go. Please let me out. All right,
Ernest Jones, the latest, he said, get me out of here. And they traded him. So, Ronbo, always a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thanks.
Have a happy Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
And are you back Sunday?
Yeah, I got to do Sunday. You know, all the eating and going crazy got to take place tomorrow anyway, so yeah.
Yes, sir. So I will see you Sunday, sir. Congrats again on the Aiyuk signing. Now, Brandon Aiyuk, if you're listening to this broadcast, young man, it's time to get to work.
Yeah, he better know it, too.
On that note, Ronbo, I'll talk to you later. Shout out to you. Shout out to production. Greatest podcast in the business.
Oh,
see you Sunday, sir.
Thank you, Tony. So I'll see you Sunday. Have a great weekend. All right. And with that said, as Tony's always the encore act, we're gonna go. But Brian, you got to record that marketing pro. That's we need to put some sound effects on to get a dog in the background. Fam, I'll see you Sunday. Have a great weekend, holiday time. We got to remember the reason we're having this day, though, while we're just eating up and going nuts. Do the same for Memorial Day and Labor Day, both. Everybody's eating. Why are we celebrating? I don't know. Just eat. So I'll see you. Fam, have a great weekend. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go. We want to be able to call you and come on in and join us and be able to call in as well. Don't forget that like. I like those likes. I'll see you. Ooh, we got 100 today. All right. I'll see you Sunday. A Niner!